close my door 'cause I need my time. Wanna speak so loud even though I hide. Like I'm hypnotized, can't get out of here. You don't know me, I just need my time. Yeah, but they say I don't know where you come from. I don't. You seem too nice to be alone. So lonely. I see you going through some things and I just wanna help. I don't know how to make it clearer. I just wanna go home alone. I need some time alone. Yeah, you look perfect, you're my type. Sweet and you care about my night. But I'm sobering up and this moment's past. Oh yeah, I don't wanna be tucked in someone else's arms. 'Cause my heart just broke and I need my time. Wanna speak so loud even though I hide. Like I'm hypnotized, can't get out of here.
Good morning, good evening,
I just need my
good
time.
afternoon,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
But they say I
Oh,
don't
no.
know where you come from. I don't. You seem too nice to be alone. So lonely. I see you going through some things and I just wanna help. I don't know how to make it clearer. I just wanna go home alone. I need some time
There we
alone.
go. Okay, there we go. Anyhow, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
see
hope
you
you guys are
going through some
having
things and I just wanna help. I don't know how to
Name
make
of
it
P1.
clearer.
Lime,
They say
hello.
I don't know
How are
where
ya?
you
I'm pretty
come
good. I'm not gonna
from.
lie. I ended up
I
sitting past my
don't.
little monitor
You
set,
seem
so
too
that's why
nice
I
to
ended
be
up being a
alone.
little late.
So
But here we are.
lonely. I see
We
you
have a
going
big
through some things
fun
and
holiday.
I just wanna help.
We are now on day
I
4.
don't know how to make it clearer.
No, day
I just
3.
wanna go home
Day 3.
alone. I need some time.
There we go. Okay. Let me do this. Is that better? I want to make sure that everything's good before we keep going. And boom. Okay. I think that's better. Yes, that's good. Okay, perfect. Cool. Okay. I also messed with the audio a little bit before ended up passing out because I noticed last night whenever I was doing the voice acting, I noticed that my mic kept hitting out because it was the compression that was actually fucking up or kept doing it. So I wanted to make sure that that was good to go before we were good to go. I need to go to filters, compressor, and okay, that should be more better with it now. So anyhow, we have a big night ahead of us. We are going to be doing the wedding story, and then we're also going to be doing the DMC story if we are able to get to the wedding story done quickly enough. If it's short, time is gonna tell actually on how that's gonna be actually going. But let me pause my music. I don't want to waste any more time. But again, happy Friday or Saturday maybe. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in the wedding story because I know it is technically canon. But I'm also been really in my bag with how I want the how I want things to go. So I'm excited to finally get my writing done on it. I'm waiting on a few things, so I'm holding out for the moment. And hopefully I get something back from it, but we're gonna see. I highly doubt it, but we're gonna see. Ooh, it looks like my package came in too. Ryushi, finally, how are you, my leader? I am good. I ended up sleeping past for a little power nap than what I thought I would be sleeping past, but you know what? We're here now. And we got a big night ahead of us. We gotta do Lucia's A Love Story Across Time. If we can get that done tonight, we're gonna be doing DMC collab as well. If we cannot do that, we will be doing the DMC collab tomorrow. It just depends on how long this story's gonna go. So, but I've been good. It's Friday. It's a weekend. Gonna be a busy, busy weekend as well. And nice, my stream's already not wanting to work. Okay, be better now. Okay. Uh, game music. It also wants to. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to do a love story across time. God, easily, really, really fucking good skin. It's so fucking good. So fucking good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, like I said, I do not want to waste any more time here. I also think the stream is frozen. Why is it doing this? Is lower than the recommended amount. Okay, let me do something. Fine. Okay. So it's lower than the recommended, so I ended up bumping it up more. So that should help it. That should help it out more. Sadly, I have no more savings to get Lucia's skin. That's all right. I don't have any savings to get her skin either. Super sad, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh, I need to get water. Fuck. Actually, I know what I'll get water. Yeah. Let me do something real quick. I do have water actually, so I need to grab that real quick. Like I said, me sleeping past my little alarm has like fucked everything up, but you know what? Here we are. That's all right. I'm gonna go get my water, and then we're good to go. Remember what I said? Choose the right option. But of course, Virgil is worth it. Of course, the DMC clubs are worth it. They're limited, and I will try to make the right choice, Ryushi. We're gonna see what happens. What choice I make. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get the water really quick, and then I'll be up here. I'll be back down here. Okay, I'm back. Got my package. I am ready to roll. I'm not gonna open that now. I'm gonna open it later, but okay, I'm ready when you ladies and gentlemen are. Finally got my water. That should help me alleviate this shit. And so yes. Man, just need to increase the volume mic just a little. Me too, blind, both motivated by people. The weekly awards. Okay, so I need to update the mic just a little bit. Let me do this then. Is that hold on. Noise suppression. Is that better? Oh, let's go down to 8. So 680, yeah. Okay, is that better on the audio, or does it need to be cranked up more? I think this event is fully English. Ooh, okay. Zago, hello. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. You're just in time. We're literally getting ready to start this episode, start this story. Super excited to get into it. Started a little late, but here we are. So we need the voice for Pete's act. Oh, okay, I got you. Don't worry. I'm gonna okay. Now, if I end up cutting out on any of the screams or all that, do let me know, because that way I can make adjustments on the fly. Because like I said, when I was watching back the stream last night, I did notice that my mic was cutting out on some of the screaming, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen. You can mimic a kiss scene sound? I can. I mean, if need be. So, unknown. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome to the stream. You are just on time. We are literally getting ready to start this. We're finally done with chapter 31. We're finally on the wedding story, and I'm super excited to see what's going to happen here. I just finished Yachts Floating Looking earlier in the day and pulled Lucia's skin. Yes, sir. Nice. That's awesome. I hope you enjoyed Yada's story. We're going to be doing the DMC collab after this story, so it's going to be a minute before we back into the main story, but it shouldn't take long. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to wait any more time. I'm ready to get going on this. We are on. It's evening. You take Lucy to be your partner, to love, cherish, and stand by her. Here we go. I might have experienced.
Lucia, do you take this person to be your partner?
Whoa! Holy shit, yo, we're at no fucking way. You're actually fucking serious? We're actually gonna get this entire story in English dub? That's gonna be fucking huge. This is gonna be huge. Oh, yo, my voice is shot from these past 3 days, but you know what? We're here. I gotta keep pushing. Okay, I gotta lock in here if I'm gonna do this. How did it win for 31, Papa? It was probably one of my favorite stories so far. It was really, really good. I'm super, super excited to see what's going to happen in the future for the main story. And, oh, dude, it left an impression on me. Definitely left an impression. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let us continue here. If this is all going to be English voice, I get to save my voice big time and only get to talk whatever we needed to talk. Here we go.
To love, cherish, and stand by this person?
Oh no, I forgot the narrator's gonna have to do this. Okay. At twilight, the setting sun drapes a vial of gold across the boundless ocean. Oh god damn! Holy shit, yo! Yo, god, yo! Holy shit! She looked fucking wow! She looked good. Amidst a solemn prayer, Lucia keeps her head lowered, occasionally stealing glances at you.
I do.
Ah! And the mouth moves, yo! Ah! This is fucking crazy. Well, your voice will totally be used in the DMC story. Okay, good to know.
Will you remain faithful to this person for as long as you live until the end of time?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Behind her bouquet, Lucia fixes a lingering gaze on you. When you turn around, you see her eyes veiled in a twilight mist. This warrior, who never took a step back facing all the battles she's been through, now seems unusually shy. With your encouragement, she gives a slight nod. Her furrow slightly disappears, and she breaks into a smile.
I do.
Yo! A sea breeze from the depths of the Atlantic drifts through the towering, magnificent marble columns, brushing your cheeks with cool moisture and stirring the French marigolds by your side into a gentle rustle.
Godchild of the Savoy family and honored guest of Catania.
Honored guest of Catania. Ooh, okay. The efficient turns to face you.
Do you take Lucia to be your partner? To love, cherish, and stand by her?
You turn to look at Lucia. Her cheeks are slightly flushed. Her left hand presses against her chest, and a light, hopeful anticipation dances in her eyes. I do. Told him in earnest an answer that reveals your true feelings.
Will you remain faithful to her for as long as you live, until the end of time?
Yes. This gentle sea breeze, the flowing wedding dress, the soft sunset, everything good and beautiful that this world has to offer has apparently come to a stop at this very moment and come together in this very sacred hall. At twilight, the golden sky stretches cloudless for miles. Sunlight pours down from the above, making Lucia and her satin wedding dress shine with brilliant radiance. In this mesmerizing moment, she looks like an angel descended onto the world of the mortals, so much so that even the sun lingering above the horizon seems to crave more of her radiant purity.
The Lord has borne witness to your choices. Now please recite your vows and exchange your tokens to complete the union of your souls and your eternal bond.
Oh my. Oh my! She lifts her head, her slightly trembling gaze intertwining with yours. In this moment, you face reflections in the depths of Lucia's ruby-like eyes. Lucia. You take Lucia's hand, feeling the warmth of her fingers, and take out the wedding ring you prepared. You gently steady your trembling fingers and begin to say your vows. I'm so happy I decided to continue playing this game because gacha games are not these games for me. They're stories filled with amazing characters and amazing growth. You're goddamn right. I give you this ring as a token of our marriage. Lucia gazes at you, listening in silence, her ears now hot red. I will love and protect you faithfully, whether it be today, tomorrow, or forever. How your feelings have found their way to Lucia through your vows. With it, the corners of her eyes begin to glisten with crystalline light. She closes her eyes and lets out a long breath. The uncertainty lingering in her seems to disperse with that misty breath, swept away completely.
Commandant, I accept and bear witness to your vow.
When she opens her eyes, she trembles in joy, seemingly worry-free now.
With this ring, I vow before the world my devotion and love for you.
Lucia responds with a gentle smile, her vows earnest and unwavering, reminiscent of the resolute warrior that she is every day.
Gold does not tarnish, and jade remains whole, just like the promise that binds us.
Suddenly, a gentle breeze sweeps through, sending pink petals dancing through the air like snowflakes. The peach blossoms drift gracefully through the air like shooting stars passing before your eyes, but they fail to steal the gaze that locked between the two of you. At this moment, the officiant walks up this way in gentle steps and guides the couple as they begin to recite the ancient sacred prayers.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
In the name of the Father,
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our love endures a day and all days, now
and
forevermore.
With the gentle push, the ring slides onto her finger, and with it, you, enduring in devotion, wraps itself around her ring finger. The tiny ring gleams brilliantly in the radiant sanctuary, etching your promise to each other into the endless river of time. Quietly, the setting sun slips into the ocean's embrace, drawing down the vibrant, colorful current of night. The waves murmur gently as the silver goes out the gentle calls. As your journey comes to an end, you gaze upon the endless stretch of stars, your thoughts drifting hazily among countless memories. These few short hours unfold like a magnificent, beautiful dream, a poem celebrating love and hope. Facing an ending always brings it with its reluctance and tender reflection. To this scarred and broken world, it may be fleeting, even insignificant. It remains a unique, infinitely precious fairy tale to you and Lucia. Because the two of you have come a long way, overcoming countless setbacks along the way. As the starry night sets in, tranquil blankets the earth. Before you, memory lane stretches long ahead. A day in the life. A few days ago, dear President Hassan, thank you for your attention to Catania. On behalf of the people of the small island, I would like to extend my deepest respect. In the dimly lit room, the pen races across the stationery, producing a soft rustling sound. Slanting rays of light pierce through the gaps in the Venetian binds, illuminating the beads of sweat on the man's neck. Careful consideration, he adjusts his tie and finally pours out the words from deep in his throat.
Lady Dawn, I am Camilo Solasso, a humble farmer.
Wow, they even got the NPCs getting voice acted. That's crazy.
I toil from dawn to dusk, shipping crates of oranges to Babylonia, trusting the Lord to reward those who walk in righteousness. I believe you have already heard that over the past month, the Nora family has arbitrarily seized vast tracts of land from my plantations, not only in Catania, but also in several other conservation areas across the ocean. All the orders are gone, and I am on the verge of bankruptcy. In Catania alone, hundreds of workers will soon face unemployment. I truly cannot imagine that such a thing could happen on land blessed by God.
The writer doesn't respond to the man's lament, their face remaining concealed in the shade. Once upon a time, Catania was a renowned destination, famous for its history at bay. Yet during the 30 years of rule by the 13 families, it degenerated into a breeding ground for violence and crime. My late father fought all of his life for the welfare of people of Catania, and I shall continue his work, putting Catania's history back on the right track. The time is ripe, and I have decided to host a wedding of my godchild. According to Catanian tradition, all family members and leaders must cease their conflicts at that time, attend the ceremony, and offer their blessings to the godchild of the savory family. At this wedding, I will announce the dissolution of the 13 families and all underground industries and establish a new autonomous committee with the united government. Those who comply with my authority will have their past transgressions pardoned, while those who steadily resist will be immediately arrested and brought to justice. I hope that Babylonia can dispatch 2 exceptional warriors They will pose as my godchild who lives in Babylonia, serve as a central figure of this wedding, and assist in handling potential threats at the venue. Regarding the operation details, I have a specialist in touch with you directly.
Lady Dawn, I heard your godchild's wedding is coming up. I beg you, with all due humility, out of respect for the friendship I once had with your father, please show mercy. Help us honest Catanian folks survive this.
Man keeps his head down, catching a glimpse of from the corner of his eye as she picks up the fountain pen, dips it in the ink, and signs the final few words in the bottom right corner of the letter. Sincerely, Olivia.
Mr. Solasso, I'm afraid I have to say no.
Oh, okay. A response from the darkness is cold and concise, putting out the faint glimmer of hope in the man's eyes. The writer taps her fountain pen on the desk, tilts her face upward, and slowly leans back in her smoker's chair. Sunlight streams through the slant of the Vedian blinds, illuminating her stern, commanding face.
You've spent a month currying favor with the police, the government, the army, burning time and money.
Okay. Okay, she's like a Vonnegut, but woman edition.
So why now? Why come crawling to my estate calling me Lady Dawn?
She taps her fingers lightly against the carved armrest. The delicate sound vanishes instantly, yet it's enough to make the man shudder with fear.
Lady Dawn, I regret my mistakes.
The Lord didn't spare Miriam just because she repented, and I'm no different. If you want help, you need to pay a price.
Damn!
I'll give you half my shares in Solasso Produce. Just please forgive my foolishness.
You know, a character is cool when they wear their jacket under their when they wear their jacket under their shoulders. Oh yeah, that's when you know they got some pull. Oh, what a woman she is! I mean, she's rocking that shit on. Got that shit on. And she's commanding some force. Before the man can finish speaking, Olivia raises her index finger slightly, cutting his words short.
Mr. Solasso, you, my father, and I, we're all business people who live by the Ten Commandments. For the Lord's sake, that offer is an insult.
The word offer, Solasso anxiously makes the sign of the cross over his chest.
Lady Dawn,
Whoa!
I would give anything for your support. I mean it. But you see, I'm broke. Dead broke. Living off my little sister.
He reveals his desperate situation in an almost begging tone.
I don't need your money, Mr. Solasso.
Solasso looks up in astonishment, meeting Lady Dawn's eagle-sharp gaze.
If you were close with my father, then you know what he always said. Respect is the truest gift, and friendship the richest treasure.
Oh man, we're spinning them facts.
Of course. Those were his exact words.
Then show me respect. Be my friend. That's all it'll cost you to get your orchard back.
With those few words, light rekindles in Solasso's eye.
Do you mean it, Lady Dawn?
I'll fight for you as a friend. But if one day I call on you for help...
She pauses momentarily, her piercing gaze firmly locking onto the man's eyes, leaving him breathless.
Can I count on you to return the favor, Mr. Solasso?
Yes, of course.
Olivia leans forward and holds out her right hand from behind. Seeing this, Solasso immediately bows, humbly placing a kiss on her hand.
Thank you, Lady Dawn. Thank you so much.
He trembles, clutching Lady Dawn's right hand tightly while repeatedly murmuring the words of thanks.
Think nothing of it. The Lord rewards the just. And let's call this a wedding gift for my godchild.
She calmly accepts Solasso's gratitude. Only after his emotions stabilize does she withdraw her hand.
Farewell, Mr. Solasso. May the Lord bless your work and keep you well.
Lady Dawn, you have my word as a Catanian. The Solasso family will never forget your friendship and your grace.
Olivia gives a slight nod.
Pleasure doing business, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Solasso can barely contain his joy, repeatedly bowing in gratitude as he backs out of the room with the utmost deference. Once silence returns, Olivia begins organizing the papers on her desk. She casts a meaningful glance toward the depths of the room.
Frank, take care of this.
That's Frank. Damn. From the corner of the room, the Savoy family strategist rises from his seat.
Understood.
Are the wedding invitations ready?
Everything's set. Our allies are ready to board the Ark of this new era, and they're still loyal to you.
Good. What about the other families? Any news?
I was just getting to that. The Russell brothers have locked down the factory. Tensions are high. We might be looking at an all-out conflict. Should we do something about it?
In the shade of the dim sunlight, Olivia gently shakes her head.
When the eel and the octopus fight, it's the fisherman who gets the catch. Let them tire each other out. Then I'll swoop in with an offer they can't refuse.
That's fucking wild. It's like the third, the third. It's like what Cradle said. The third always wins.
I see.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, isn't Solasso's cousin the lead designer at Vivian Atelier?
That's right. She made her name in Babylonia, thanks in no small part to your father's support.
Olivia presses her ring onto the wax of the envelope, imprinting the Savoy's family crest.
Then give my new friend a heads up. Lady Dawn has a favor to ask.
Grey River Lounge, Babylonia. You and Lucia finished recovering the sound device just a while ago. You had been feeling exhausted from all the traveling, but that hot spring bath you had taken helped you refresh. No sooner had the two of you returned to Babylonia than the military headquarters found you and put you in another routine test mission.
So we're supposed to pose as some family's godchildren and hold a wedding in Catania?
Lucia puts down the mission briefing, sounding confused.
This leader they call Olivia wants to dissolve the 13 families at the wedding. She plans to shut down illegal operations and share control of Catania with the United Government.
By Catanian tradition, every family head must attend the godchild's wedding. This is a bold move. If Olivia's so powerful, why hire someone from Babylonia to pose as her godchild?
Before she took power as a family leader, Olivia apparently lived in Babylonia for some time. There have always been rumors in Catania that her heir is in Babylonia.
Because she has no heir. So she's spinning the rumors into something useful, staging a wedding with Babylonia's backing.
That's right. Our mission is to suppress any potential hostile forces on site.
Makes sense now. I get it.
Lucia quickly organizes the information mentally and gives you a nod.
Any thoughts, Lucia?
No objections here. If that's the plan, then I'll be the bride.
For security reasons, we can't let people know who we are during the mission. If necessary, just call me by my name.
Understood, Commandant.
Oh yeah. According to the mission briefing, Olivia's family has commissioned several custom wedding coatings for Lucia to choose from. For the sake of compatibility with the Pyroth frame, Lucia will need to wear this coating while operating with you until the wedding officially begins to avoid any abnormalities that might affect operational efficiency during that ceremony. Next, the two of you will need to visit the designated formal wear shop to select a wedding dress for Lucia. You're seated on the plush, comfortable sofa on the formal wear shop. The projection you're looking at shows a palace carved from white jade. Countless exquisite gowns bloom like clusters of lilies within the marble place, or palace, radiating divine and sacred brilliance.
Miss, if you could please turn around slowly. Wow, you look absolutely stunning.
Commandant, are you outside right now?
Yes, I'm here.
The velvet portrait on the fitting room trembles slightly as Lucia speaks somewhat nervously from inside the fitting room.
I've changed into the dress, so now...
Lucia sounds nervous.
All right. Let your sweetheart see you already.
Ha! When the partition is suddenly drawn aside, you see Lucia standing before the lavish wall decorations. Pure white satin envelops her like flower petals, with the gaze ornament on her chest sparkling under the lights. She wears a light, elegant vial adorned with a peach blossom that perfectly complements the snow-white wedding dress she's wearing.
Commandant?
Adjusting the enchanting backdrop, Lucia for a moment seems to exclude the aura of the one who owns this eternal or ethereal pure white palace.
Oh, someone's completely blown away.
Embarrassed, Lucia looks away.
Lucia.
Both you and Lucia look surprised. After a moment of silence, Lucia hesitates and finally stops avoiding eye contact and slowly meets her gaze.
Commandant, does this dress suit me?
Her voice is barely above a whisper, seemingly worried about what you might say. At this very moment, Lucia seems to be anything but the decisive and resolute warrior that she usually is.
It looks great, Lucia.
Hearing the answer she was hoping for, Lucia lets out a satisfied smile.
That's a relief. I really like this wedding dress too.
It suits you.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh dear, your partner's elegance fits our Vivian gowns perfectly. Especially that peach blossom veil she picked herself. Oh, it's a perfect match.
A shop owner who has been watching with a beaming smile joins the conversation and enthusiastically praises Lucia.
These dresses were all custom pieces by our head designer, Miss Talia Solasso. She asked me personally to wish you both a happy union.
Thank you. And please pass on my gratitude to her as well.
No thanks needed. It's an honor to have friends of the Solasso family grace our humble shop.
While the two of you exchange pleasantries, Lucia stands in front of the full-length mirror. She gently lifts her peach blossom vial and examines her reflection from different angles and murmurs to herself.
Am I really doing the mission in this outfit?
She turns from side to side as she examines herself carefully, her eyes showing how deeply she treasures this moment.
Commandant likes this dress too. I just hope we don't ruin it out there.
Lucia.
Lucia snaps out of her trance and turns to look at you.
Commandant?
Are you sure you want that one?
You approach slowly and your reflection appears in the mirror beside her.
Let's go with this one. It really works, especially with the headpiece.
She makes room for you, and in the mirror, the two of you stand side by side, reminiscent of a couple in a wedding picture. Lucia gently touches the peach blossom vial on her head, a joyful smile spreading across her face without herself even noticing it.
Then, shall we get ready to leave? Or Catania, that is.
Lucia nods at you.
All right, Commandant. Let's move out.
Right.
Okay. That's one. We got number two. Damn. Holy shit. Oh, I like the shoes. Man. Holy cow, bro. She look good. Huh. Huh. Well, damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get going on it. A rush of fresh air greets you when the cabin door slowly opens. A breathtaking, poetic landscape unfolds before your eyes.
Commandant, we're here.
Right.
The boundless azure sea embraces the shore, lifting the rolling mountains high above. Verdant furrows in the abundance stand like countless slanted towers toward the heavens, adoring the crystal clear midday sky.
So this is Catania.
Roar of the transport craft gradually fades behind you as Lucia stands on the towering sea cliff that overlooks the entire island. Leader hypnotized by Lucia. I mean, she looked good. At first glance, Catania resembles a gorgeous seashell petal floating upon the boundless ocean, while the clusters of white pavilions perched on the high cliffs appear like sleeping pearls nestled within.
It really is as beautiful as they say.
Leaving the elevated landing site, you and Lucia step onto Catania's rugged coastline. The two of you have been walking for only a few minutes when you notice that the coastline has grown somewhat level. Following the prominent signs along the way, the two of you arrive at the wide asphalt road. Directly beneath the road sits a vintage black convertible. A man in a formal suit stands beside the car with several cigarette butts scattered on his feet, clear evidence that he's been waiting here for quite some time now. Upon seeing the two of you, he adjusts his attire and walks over with composed confidence.
Here Vigor failed. The toe ring fantasy.
We get the roll, rolled onward. Like a wheel and even motion by the Lord in the love impelled.
That moves the sun in heaven and all the stars.
Frank, strategist of the Savoy family. Lady Dawn sent me to escort you both. Honored godchild, Miss Lucia. Welcome to Catania.
Thanks for having us. It'll be funny as hell, not gonna lie. Will it? Not normal guy. Good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing good. It'll be interesting on who we see then if you're talking about it. Also, if you know how many episodes are in this one, is it 3 or is it 6 or 5? The man bows slightly and kisses Lucia's hand ceremoniously.
Thank you, Frank.
Please, step inside. Lady Dawn is waiting at the estate.
Deep within a factory, hoarse cries for help echoed through the air.
Hey! Help somebody! Help! Can anyone hear me?
6, I think? Okay, cool.
Open up! Let me out! Oh, my cat needs feeding!
The screech, the iron door suddenly yanked open, but just a crack and a menacing face pops through the gap.
Quiet! Quit hollering every time a car drives by. No one's coming for you.
For Lucifer's sake, we've been locked up for 3 days. Your family's fighting. What's that got to do with us workers? Open the damn door!
Oh, quit whining. You've at least got a place to lie down. I haven't had a wink of sleep in days.
He raises his gun as he glares at dozens of so dispirited workers cramming into the room, his face twisted with irritation.
Our bosses are talking downstairs. Once they're done, you can all go home.
Oh, come on! You said that yesterday! Oh, my poor cat's probably licking the toilet dry by now.
Ha!
Seriously? Still going on about that? Here, take my phone and call the cops yourself. If it weren't for us holding the damn line, you'd be punishing Chow by now. This is freaking Catania! Whether your cat eats or goes hungry, that's up to the 13 families.
With a loud bang, the door slams shut, cutting off the workers' shouts behind it. Directly beneath the factory building, two families find themselves in the middle of an aggressive face-off. Their endless stream of insults fill the air as tension reach a breaking point.
The old man's mansion in Catania, the jet, the cigar plantations in Kanakati. I want it all, or no deal. Oh, and that golf course in Ragusa, I'm turning it into a big airstrip. You backward yokels will see my jet trail every damn day.
Okay.
Fossil should have been Bologna proved it. Our future's out there in space. Once I'm in charge, Catania's gonna see how business really gets done.
Remus Russell fidgets with a butterfly knife in his hand as he looks down at the crowd with a sidelong glance, the entire demeanor imperious and domineering.
Come on, Remus. Just let it go. Dad wouldn't want to see us tearing each other apart like this.
Okay. This is also my favorite story since it's such a breather from the After Shapers ripples. I mean, it's a different change of pace.
Down there cracking jokes, trying to land a gig as Dante's tour guide.
Lord above, Remus, you can't talk about Dad like that.
Oh yeah? Then maybe check what your precious scripture says. But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, as for murderers, the sexually immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars, their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur.
Ah.
If that's how it works, the old man's burning in hell right now.
Remus, you...
No foul language. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29.
Okay. He makes a hussing gesture with a sly grin.
Now, My dear dimwit brother, sign the papers, hand over the family rights, and get the hell out with whatever dignity you've got left.
But the will. Dad's will didn't even mention your name. And I'm not a dimwit.
But the mouths ooze, feed on folly. Proverbs chapter 15.
I do like how they're talking about the Bible. Remnant suddenly hears about his butterfly knife. The knife thrust straight into the ground around Romulus, making Romulus leap to his feet. This blatant provocation ignites the powder keg of tension, erupting into open conflict between two parties.
Oh, Mary! Boss, this punk's really asking for it. I can't take it anymore. Brussels, get your weapons.
Sons of Beelzebub! Can't believe there are still idiots lining up to die for that stuttering freak! Bring it on! We're Russells! Let's show them who they're messing with!
The vehicle cruises smoothly along the highway. Next to you, Lucia rests her chin on her hand as she gazes out of the window at the mountains that unfurl like a flowing tapestry. Suddenly, a sharp explosion pierces the air. What the? In an instant, you grip the weapon at your waist, exchanging vigilant glances with Lucia.
Frank, a battle has broken out ahead.
That's the Russells. Old man Russell just passed, and now his two sons are fighting over the inheritance. Should we take a detour?
Looking toward where the sound came from, you see towering chimneys racing at the edge of the horizon. As your vehicle advances, the massive industrial complex gradually reveals itself below. Overlapping shouts grow increasingly clear. In their line of sight, two groups of men in suits are exchanging gunfire around the factory perimeter, creating a scene of complete chaos.
Hey! Somebody help! Please!
Someone wearing a hard hat pokes out from the factory window, shouting desperately toward the highway.
We've been locked in here for 3 damn days! Someone do something!
Lucia instantly picks up on the desperate plea for help.
Commandant, we've got civilians caught in the crossfire.
So she surveys the battlefield that's been illuminated by the flashing gunfire, rapidly assessing the situation.
They're using live ammo, and there's flammable stuff all over the place. Hostages could get killed.
Frank, please pull over.
Frank shifts his gaze upward and fixes his as an intense stare as you through the rearview mirror.
A word of advice, Your Grace. Stay out of Russell's business. I'm under orders to get you safely to Lady Dawn. I can't let you walk into a firefight.
As a commandant from Babylonia, I cannot ignore other people's cries for help. Do not worry, we are more than capable of handling this.
Frank, with all due respect, whether you stop or not, Commandant and I can handle the rescue ourselves.
Under your persistent insistence, Frank gradually slows the vehicle.
Of course. Lady Dawn did instruct me to follow your lead, Your Grace.
He turns the steering wheel, pointing at the vehicle toward the factory.
If it comes to it, don't hesitate to drop your title. Around here, Lady Dawn's godchild opens every door.
Oh my, okay. Now we're fighting.
To get back to you as quickly as I can.
Holy
I'll
shit!
Slash through every obstacle and seize this victory.
Is that the opening? Holy shit, that was the opening? God damn. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. We're gonna go this way. Beautiful visual design. I would say yes, really, really much so. That was really good, actually. Okay. God damn! Sunblade! So fucking good. I like that ult. Okay. So that's one done. We gotta keep going. We're fighting down below. Oh. Alright, here we go. I think I'm finally starting to figure out her thing now. Bop. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get her moveset down more. I think I'm finally starting to see it. Really fucking good here. Okay. Yeah, that should be all of them. You. There we go.
Target eliminated.
Holy shit!
Commandant, let's go home.
Let's go home. Ouch!
I'm one of the Russells. Big talk. Everyone here's a Russell. Name your boss. Romulus. Get him!
Dust and smoke drift between the towering factory buildings as the chaotic fighting continues.
For the Lord's sake, we're family. Stop fighting.
There he is! Romulus! Get him!
Stop.
Lucia descends from above and uses the blunt edge of her blade to knock down two family members, kicking up clouds of dust. In an instant, stunned by Lucia's sudden intrusion on the battlefield, both sides of the fierce gunfight stop cold.
Where'd she come from? Did Michael the Archangel send her or what?
I swear, I have no idea who she is.
Messing with the 13 families, huh? Big mistake! Get him!
Ha! Lucia grips her power katana tightly. She spins around through the air as she charges forward like a streak of light dashing among the crowd.
What?
A split second later, every last person standing in her way falls to the ground and lets out cries of pain.
Damn it!
Dust permeates the air. This man, Lucius, finds Lucius' blade pressed against the neck even before he gets to draw his weapon out.
Wait, we can talk this out.
Drop all your weapons now!
Here, drop your damn weapons.
Seeing their boss held a point blade by Lucia, several dozen men have no choice but to do as they said and put down their weapons.
Holy hell! Who even are you people?
Looking around, you all see... all you see are people with menacing looks on their faces. Uncertain of what they think of Babylonia, you decide to keep your identity a secret from them for the time being.
If it comes to it, don't hesitate to drop your title. Around here, Lady Dawn's godchild opens every door.
Still lower than the recommended bit rate. Okay. There we go. You figured that the title of Lady Dawn truly carries as much weight as it does in Catania, as Frank said. And telling these people that you're her godchild might do the trick most effectively now.
I am Poppin' P, Lady Dawn's godchild.
And the battlefield instantly falls silent as everyone looks at you in utter disbelief.
What? Wait. You're Lady Dawn's.
So, that means you're...
With your words on the tip of his tongue, Lucia withdraws her katana from the man. Perhaps overly nervous, the man clutches his neck and slumps to the ground in a daze.
Damn. Daughters of the Savoys are terrifying. Your Grace, look, it's a family squabble, that's all. My big brother's got a temper, and yeah, things got way out of hand.
You're the one who started it!
Lady Dawn is fair and just. Do you think, maybe you could ask her to help settle this mess between us?
Your presence seems to have reminded him that there exists another path to power in Catania other than brutal internal strife. Lady Dawn built her reputation from the ground up. By the way, everyone in Catania respects her because of how kind she is. Okay, good to know. Good to know. He seems confident that he would be the one to win Lady Dawn's favor in this fight. They have their own agenda, but regardless, there is no reason to let them continue stirring up conflict and threatening the lives of innocent civilians. Visiting Lady Dawn with these people would allow you to steer clear of their family's affairs, while at the same time also allowing you to save the civilians of the factory, which aligns with Babylonia's interest.
As it happens, I was just about to meet with Lady Dawn. But before I do that, I want this seat on the factory immediately lifted and everyone in there to be able to walk free.
No problem at all. It's your order, Your Grace. It might as well come from Dawn herself. You lot playing dead on the floor! Cut the act and open the damn door!
Okay.
All right, I've got the gist of it now.
Olivia steepless her fingers. She leans back leisurely in her chair and she sizes up the leaders of the two families.
Old Russell was a man of integrity. Honest with friends, tough with enemies. Taught me a lot. May he rest easy with the spirit. Romulus, you've always been kind. The kids I took in like you. The beggars on every corner sing your name. Because you actually remember theirs. Remus, I'll never forget how you snuck into Kanakati by yourself and took out the Tijuana gang boss. You gave Catania justice that day. We'll always be proud of you for that.
I can tell that this place is really all about respect. Like, if you respect them, if you respect one another, y'all can get that really good treatment. You don't, you're gonna get fucking rocked.
You both took after your father. One got his heart, the other his fire. But sadly, the throne he built only has room for one Caesar.
In the dim light, she closes her eyes and falls silent for a moment.
Remus.
Yes, Lady Dawn.
The tall, thin man lowers his head in acknowledgement, his voice trembling with excitement.
I know you've always had your eyes on the horizon, always longing to see the world beyond Catania. Solasso Industries will set you up with a well-paid management job. You'll be free to travel across all the conservation areas. Or head into orbit and see for yourself if angels and God are really up there.
Upon hearing these words, Remus appears astonished.
Lady Dawn.
And as a housewarming gift, all of the Savoy's holdings in Ragusa are yours.
Oh, wow. Damn, she really treated him good. Olivia raises her hand, leaving him no room for objection.
The Solossos are waiting. If we're done here, you can start signing the papers.
Is this your personal decision? Or do all 13 families stand behind it?
There's no difference.
Ramus furrows his brows as he tightens his grip around the Russell family's crest emblazed around his shoulder.
Russell family won't forget the justice you brought today.
With a grave look, he slams the door behind him and rejects all invitations from those waiting outside.
Thank you. Thank you for standing up for what's right, Lady Dawn.
Hold on to the kindness you got from your father, Romulus. That's where the Russell family's strength truly lies.
Oh, dude, she's a great leader.
Best of luck.
Of course.
The dimly lit room falls silent again with the two family leaders gone. Olivia raises her chair and slowly rises from behind the beech wood table.
Thank you both for what you've done for Catania. I regret not greeting you properly earlier. Chalk it up to poor manners on the family's part. I'm Olivia, head of the Savoy family. But around here, they call me Dawn. That's what the 13 families know me as.
Dawn. Is that the name of this ruler this place goes by?
That title, it's just a role. I'm only its vessel, nothing more. I don't particularly enjoy giving orders, but I hate seeing Catania ruled by snakes even more.
She leans against the table and sizes up the two of you with a piercing gaze.
Since you're here, I assume you already know what this wedding is really about. By Catanian tradition, every family head must show up in person for the godchild's wedding. And I plan to use that moment to dissolve the 13 families and form a new council to govern Catania together with the world government.
If you're the spiritual leader of the 13 families, why are you dissolving them?
Olivia raises her hand, detecting the two of you to look at the burgundy wall of the room. Between the antique wall clock and candlesticks hangs a striking heraldic oil painting. At the center of the painting is a great wolf that's surrounded by more than a dozen bold, vigorous, calligraphic signatures.
Picture a broken down ship lost in a sea of fog. As its captain, I have two options. One, patch it up like rulers always do. Keep it limping forward and pray it doesn't smash into something in the dark.
Okay.
Or two, cut it loose and board a new ship bound for the future.
She gazes up at the faded great wolf, looking as calm as undisturbed water.
When the punishing virus broke out, the world government panicked during the Great Evacuation, broke their promises, and left Catania to fend for itself.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So, in the ashes of the old world, Catania's warriors picked up guns and built something new. Family rule.
Okay. According to the intelligence you have, Catania, located on the eastern edge of the Atlantic, was once a widely renowned tourist destination under the governance of the Transatlantic Economic Community. After the punishing virus outbreak, some small islands deemed to be of no strategic value were dispensed with when military forces in some war zones across the Atlantic were channeled into combating the virus. Catania was precisely one of those islands dispensed with it.
For decades, the 13 families carved up what was left of the government, banded together to fight the virus across the sea, and quietly built a shadow empire. Catania's always had its share of blood and crime. But the 13 families also gave people something they hadn't had in years. Order and a sense of safety.
The 13 families' authority. Therefore, it was put upon the people's fear of the punishing virus. You're going to have a difficult time controlling these people when your external threat slowly becomes less of a threat.
The truth is, the families rose from the world government's downfall, and now they're dying with its return. Thanks to people like you, the world government's grip on Earth is tightening, and the family's shady business won't last much longer. At this point, the families can't afford to prop up the defense zones or keep fighting the virus on their own dime.
She's
So
logical.
now I'm cutting them loose and getting Catania a seat on your Eden-bound ship.
They heavily relied on trading for their survival, which is really impressive. I'll just say, yeah, because I'm sure trading while the virus was going on was not fun, especially with trying to, one, get it there, get the goods back without, you know, having the punishing fuck it up, and then on top of that, trying to keep their promise on top with it.
Some things time forgets. Others we have to bury ourselves.
I see.
All right, that's enough boring history for one day. Your wedding is set for noon, 2 days from now. Tomorrow at sunset, I'll walk you through the venue and how it'll all play out.
In all fairness, Lady Dawn's voice is so good. Yes, it is very nice.
By tradition, you'll need to visit the Dionysus Theater the night before, and bring back a bottle of wine for the ceremonial toast. Aside from that, your time is your own.
Sounds easy enough.
Customs, traditions, ceremonies. It seems like you've been hearing these words thrown all around this time since you took this assignment. Tanya, as it seems, is indeed a very bit of conservative of society that values tradition, as you've learned at this briefing.
If you need anything, talk to Frank. He'll take care of it.
She turns her gaze toward the back of the room, where Frank, standing behind the couple, nods respectively.
To outsiders, Catania can feel different. The customs here aren't quite like anywhere else, so take this chance. Enjoy the peace while it lasts.
Understood.
Lady Dawn's room is located at the far end of the second floor. One can enjoy a sweeping view of the magnificent mansion from right outside her room. After the meeting, you and Lucia walk through the long corridor lined with the red carpets as you carefully explore this palace-like mansion.
Commandant, look. There's a perfect view of the sea from this balcony.
Alright, I'm on my way.
Lucia rests both hands on the marbling railing, gazing at the bustling shoreline in the distance. The setting sun illuminates the sea and sandy shore, where the people in thin cloths are setting up tents and grills in small groups in preparation for the events at night.
We've got a little over a day before the wedding starts.
Under the setting sun, the seawater is reminiscent of gray silk, rising and falling with the island's breath as a wave after wave surges with heavy ripples.
Aside from getting the wine, anything else on the mission list, Commandant?
She turns to look at you, her long hair swaying in the evening breeze. You figured that you should probably take advantage of this time instead of fulfilling your schedule with things to do. That, as for Lady Dawn's advice, you should simply take things as they come while experiencing everything Catania has to offer.
We'll take it one step at a time. Is there anything you'd like to do tonight, Lucia?
She gazes at the sunset glow in a playful crowd, seeming to have already made up her mind.
The sun's almost down. Would you like to take a walk with me along the beach?
Lucia comes first above all else. Oh, it was just that? Okay. Not bad. Alright, number 3. Spring in Azura. Night drapes Catania in a gray veil, with everything in sight seemingly viewed through the hazy filter of an old film. Lights come on in every home, with warm specks of color flowing from the mountain peaks and the embrace of the lush footsteps down the shore. On the beach, some people are on benches relishing the night, while some are laughing and singing around the barbecue grills with friends and family. You and Lucia find yourselves in a quiet corner and sit shoulder to shoulder.
Catania really comes alive at night, huh?
Sure does.
Last time I saw a beach so full of life was back at Venus Splash Park, I think.
What is this music? Oh my goodness.
Remember that, Commandant? Just us and the squad. No missions, no surprises. Just peace for once.
Venus Splash Park. Peace.
Play. What do you mean by that? I didn't come on vacation to avoid you. I received a mission telling us to wind down.
Memories flood in your mind as you look at Lucia.
I remember now. You were always very tense back then. Remember how you took winding down as a mission?
Back then, I was...
Lucia may be the best, but Vera still has my heart, literally and figuratively. Lucia closes her eyes and shakes her head, trying to cast aside those embarrassing memories.
Do you think I've changed, Commandant? Since then?
Lucia tilts her head and looks curiously at you. Under the pure moonlight, the clear question sends you down memory lane.
Lucia.
The two of you weren't exactly close when you first met. Cutting through thorns, growing into the powerful wings of Grey Raven. Now, she is the one to bring humanity hope and victory. He's also the one and only captain. He's also the one and only captain under you, and a comrade worthy of complete trust. Oh. No matter when you turn around, you can always count on her to be there. No matter what dangers lie ahead, she will always fight by your side. Your fates intertwine as one, no longer lost or adrift. You turn your memories into an answer and share it with her, one who's always been by your side.
I see.
A glimmer of delight sparkles in her eyes when she hears what you say.
Maybe I am growing into someone you can lean on. I believe things will only get better for us.
That's crazy foreshadowing.
One day, we'll end all the disasters and sufferings in the world.
She gazes at the bustling coastline below as she envisions a peaceful and beautiful future.
Maybe to others, that sounds like wishful thinking. But after everything we've been through, with you here, that day doesn't feel so far away.
In her eyes, the flourishing land connects with brilliant and celestial pathways, twinkling with radiant light.
I'm sure that we will both be there when that day comes.
You gently take Lucia's hand as the two of you hold gaze at the brilliant lights illuminating the night. Before you know it, a crowd dressed in classical formal attire gradually gathers on the beach. They stand with bowed heads, holding hands in a circle around a marble statue, seemingly in the middle of some ancient traditional ceremony. Best game to make us cry goes to Punishing Grey Raven. I mean, you're not wrong. It does say Punishing Grey Raven. I don't know the name of the song that they played in Lucia's Pyro Lucia's animation, but I need to find it and add to my playlist. Are you talking about Burning Boughs? That's probably what you're talking about. That's probably the one you're talking about.
Believers, let us pray together.
I got you.
We give thanks for the grace and strength bestowed upon Catania, and for the unity we found in his light.
At the center of the crowd stands a statue resembling a nun, her eyes covered by a thin veil. Compassion and love flow across her features, and despite the constant erosion of sea winds, the statue maintains its prayer posture, silently bestowing blessings.
That statue. It's St. Lucia.
Lucia?
Same name as me. Pure coincidence, I guess. St. Lucia was one of the 4 great martyrs. She gave her life right here in Catania.
You know her well.
He gives a slight nod in affirmation.
I've known her story for a long time. Maybe because we share a name. It's a story about love and sacrifice.
That's crazy.
If you're interested, Commandant, I'll tell you.
Yes. I'd very much like to hear her story.
All right. Let's see.
She closes her eyes, concentrating as she recalls the legend of St. Lucia.
A long, long time ago, there was a kingdom called Napoli. And Lucia was its princess.
I think we all know who the knight is. I think we do.
One day, a terrible plague swept through Napoli. Bodies filled the streets, homes were abandoned, entire towns were wiped out. Lucia and her lover couldn't just watch the people suffer. Out of love and faith, they chased a legend. A four-leaf clover that could grant miracles and end this nightmare once and for all.
Wow, dude, the foreshadowing is fucking insane.
And so, they left for Catania together.
The ancient legend rests upon her words, floating gently into the profound darkness of night as Lucia weaves her tale.
Why Catania?
They were headed for Heaven's Cape, said to be the closest place on Earth to the divine, where the gods once planted a miracle clover.
Lucia hugs her knees to her chest, gazing at the undulating expanse of the ocean in the distance.
But just as they neared the coast, a storm hit. One huge wave came crashing, and her lover was gone. A demon rose from the sea. It had taken him, dragged him to hell. It gave Lucia a choice. If she wanted to save him, she had to give up her eyes.
Why would it do that?
The demon had made a wager with the gods. If they took her sight and the one she loved, would she have the strength to find the clover? If she found it, her lover would be returned to her, but she'd spend the rest of her life in darkness.
Reaching this point of the story, Lucia closes her eyes, seemingly deep in thought.
Lucia didn't hesitate. She gave up her sight. Blind and alone, she stepped onto Catania's shore. Every step felt like walking off a cliff. She climbed, crawled, bled, but kept going. It wasn't just a test of faith. It was a vow. For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do us part.
Did she eventually find the four-leaf clover?
She nods.
When she opened her eyes again, she was dying in her lover's arms, and he was holding the clover she'd found.
Wow, dude, the foreshadowing is so fucking insane. Oh, wow.
But the clover could only grant one wish. So now he had to choose. Save Lucia, or save the kingdom.
Gentle moonlight softly illuminated by the trace of the sorrow on Lucia's face. After a moment of silence, she slowly opens her mouth.
With her last breath, Lucia
Lucia tilts her face upward at the gaze of countless stars scattered across the Milky Way.
For the longest time, people believed Lucia had chosen to give up everything so her lover could save the kingdom. But more recent studies show something surprising. Her final wish, written centuries ago, was simply to live with him.
God, dude. They're so crazy for the fucking foreshadowing. Stars bloom across the deep blue canvas of night, a celestial tapestry that seems to have shone this way since the beginning of time. The countless lights in the city flicker in the darkness as the evening breeze gently lifts the strains from her hair from Lucia's forehead.
That's why for centuries, playwrights have kept revisiting Lucia's story, deconstructing it, reimagining it, and giving it all kinds of different endings. But people like their saints noble and selfless, so most versions still paint her as the girl who gave it all up for everyone else. Just like Iphigenia, who gave her life for Troy. History remembers the noble sacrifice, but forgets the girl who had to endure it.
That's something that we will never forget, though. History will forget the girl, but not the person who she saved.
So that's why you didn't want to give a set-in-stone ending.
I think what kept her going wasn't just faith. It was love. The desire to see her lover again. Whichever path she took, it was always going to hurt.
I wonder if she knew.
I see.
I wonder if she knew, like, deep down, like, this was gonna happen. Lucia turns to look at you curiously.
If you were Lucia, Commandant, what would you have done?
This breaks my heart and yet makes me smile. It does. It really pulls on you. Your gaze intertwine as she awaits your answer. Now, that's a difficult question.
I would choose to sacrifice myself. Save more people.
Lucia reaches out and presses her hand against yours with a little more force than you thought she would. In her crimson eyes dance an unwavering determination that books no arranged argument.
So no matter what happens, don't throw your life away, Commandant.
Huh. Oh, man.
I promise, whatever disaster comes, I'll put an end to it, so you won't have to make that choice.
Her words are as resolute and forthright as the unwavering gaze that she fixes upon you.
I trust you.
When she hears that when she hears what you say, she gives you a nod and her lips curl into a smile.
If you were Lucia in the story, what would you do?
With it, she gently lowers her gaze deep in thought.
But if it were you I had to save, that might be a different story. I want to see peace return to the world. And I want you there to see it with me.
Same here. I really appreciate your honesty, Lucia.
Same here, Commandant.
Standing shoulder to shoulder, you and Lucia gaze out of the moonlight beach. The ritual sound of the statue has ended, and people have lit bonfires and started a lively feast. Suddenly, piano notes ring clearly across the beach, following a suite of violin, saxophone, pipe organ. The Matilda's cheerful tune, the Kantianian youngsters on the beach break into pairs. They laugh as they dance with enthusiasm.
Miss, would you care to dance?
Ah! A woman reeking with alcohol has walked up to you and Lucia.
Tonight's for the lovers, yeah. But my date's passed out, so maybe I could borrow you instead, huh?
Before she can even finish talking, the woman's face contorts into discomfort as she covers her mouth and slumps to the ground.
For lovers.
Looking around, you see that people are brimming with enthusiasm, completely immersed in the music. A moment later, you feel Lucia's gaze on you.
Thanks for asking, but I'm already taken.
Ah! Lucia stands up and holds her hand towards you. They say that Hartelia, a traditional dance in Cortania, was originally named after a type of poisonous spider. Always bitten by the spider, had to dance fervently to neutralize the poison, which is how the dance got its name. There's no need to worry about the attire or technique. Dancers only need to immerse themselves in the joyful atmosphere and passionately connect with the herbs that nurtured them as they dance freely to the rhythm. You and Lucia find yourself facing each other between two rows of people. You do what the dancers next to you do and kick your feet with the rhythm of the music.
Oh, sorry, Commandant.
Ah! No, you're fine. Probably a little too nervous, Lucia catches herself raising the same foot as yours on the numerous occasions, causing your feet to tangle.
Lucia, let's take it real nice and slow. You're fine.
Under the bright moon and scattered stars, the entire beach pulses with the rhythm of the music. As she gradually becomes familiar with the dance, Lucia smiles and looks up at you.
I think I'm starting to get the hang of this, Commandant.
Right then, the music picks up in speed. With it, the crowd moves forward and you descending quickly pairs up a ballroom dance formation. Following the crowd, you take a bold step forward and gently place your right hand around Lucia's waist. Seeing the change in rhythm, Lucia offers you a gentle smile as she steps closer and takes your hand. Your eyes meet as the two of you intimate as you two intimate the dancers around you and move together gracefully amid the crowd. The evening breeze rustles gently as you and Lucia move at your own pace at the center of the crowd, dancing leisurely at your own pace. The music streams across the shore like a clear spring. Lucia's dress sways with her steps, remnants of waves breaking upon the sand and white feathers floating gently in the night sky.
Commandant?
With her hand on your arm, Lucia spins gracefully. As these gentle moments pass, your eyes quietly meet and intertwine. Under the soft glow of the moonlight, you see that her eyes are fixed on you.
Dancing with you like this, it makes me happy.
Your steps grow light and graceful when you sense the warmth in Lucia's eyes.
Let's try other dances too, once we're back.
Yes. Let's do that.
Suddenly, a ball of fire shoots up from the shore, bursting into a brilliant array of colors into the sky.
Commandant, look! Fireworks!
Shooting stars, trailing flames closely behind, and in an instant the beach is shrouded by flickering lights and a wash of the cheers of the crowd. With it, the event's organizer steps into the stage and shouts at the crowd.
Believers, the bells have rung 12. The sacred moment is here. Your joy has pleased the Lord. Now he blesses you. Press your foreheads together, soul to soul.
When he finishes speaking, the dancers around you and Lucia turn face to one another. They stand in solemn silence as they press their foreheads together. Caught by surprise, Lucia turns to look at you.
Should we do that too, Commandant?
Everyone in the crowd embraces their dance partners and lowers their heads. On this vast beach, it seems only you and Lucia remain standing in place, unsure what to do.
Commandant.
Lucia.
Under the watchful glow of the dazzling fireworks, your gazes meet and your breaths become one.
Close your eyes and recall the first time you met.
Ah!
It's just me.
What a coincidence. Just me too.
Think back to the joy you shared under the same sky.
Oh, man.
I wish to have you as my Commandant in every universe out there. As long as I remain myself, I'm sure I'd be able to find my way to you, even without this wish.
Pretty sure that will come true.
And the pain you faced together.
Well then, see you soon, Commandant.
God damn! Ah!
See you soon, Lucia.
Now, welcome the rebirth that lies ahead.
Commandant, can you promise me something?
Lucia.
Promise me that we will never be apart.
Ceremony's over.
Opening your eyes, you're greeted by a tender, loving gaze. Lost in the delicate resonance, you can almost see the Milky Way streaming slowly within her eyes. By now, the boundless horizon has gradually shed its vibrant colors. When the last bit of fireworks has faded, the bell strikes 12. With the resonant tolling of the bell, the crowd on the beach grows rapacious once more, dancing and singing, carrying yesterday's reveille into a brand new day.
Catania doesn't sleep at night, does it? Feels like no one here ever gets tired. They just keep on celebrating.
Perhaps it's because it's a party night tonight, but either way, it sure does.
Commandant, should we head over that way?
While the two of you are still engaged in conversation, the voice of a middle-aged man that you recognize comes from behind you.
Sorry to interrupt.
Frank?
You've come a long way, and there's still the wine to fetch at dawn. Best get some rest tonight.
Look at him being the unk, looking out for us. Lost in the joy of the night, both you and Lucia have momentarily forgotten about time. Faced with the word of advice, both of you fall silent.
Yeah, it's late. You need some rest.
I could say the same thing about you.
Sorry, I should have thought of that sooner.
All good. Let's head back.
Yeah.
Under the starry sky, you hold Lucia's hand tight as you start making your way back. Arriving at the mansion, you find the family has prepared a luxurious bedroom for both of you. Fragrant teak flooring, golden silk curtains swaying in the breeze, lifelike religious paintings. Everything in the room excludes a refined classical elegance.
Wait, there's only one bed?
I'll sleep on the couch, and I'll sleep on the floor if there is one.
Lucia stares at the only double bed in the room, sounding uncertain.
I'll take the night watch. You rest, Commandant.
No, you need some rest too.
But
He looks at you, looking visibly uncomfortable. Oh, shit. That's not what we would do. That's not what we try to do then. Fuck. Damn it. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. I'll take watch. You rest. God damn it. Dragon Destroyer! We are doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. It's the weekend. We're doing the wedding story. It's fucking crazy of the foreshadowing that's happening here in this story. Absolutely insane, but I'm having a blast with it. And on top of it, it's almost like a fever dream in a sense for me. It's like, damn. Like, I know what's happening, what happened after, but it's like, damn.
I don't need sleep. Since getting this new frame, I can go longer without downtime. Sleep is no longer necessary for me.
But your experience of fatigue is undeniable. Activating your sleep mode every now and then is good for your mind too.
As you speak, you sit down on the soft mattress. I'm happy to hear that, and good for you, man. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. Oh yeah, it's been a trip. So it's too unreal because we're too used to the depression Kuro gave us. I mean, yeah, this is basically how I feel. It's like, you know what? This is a fever dream, but like I also know that with this, like I already know what happens. So I can only think of it as bittersweet.
Get some rest, Lucia.
Rest?
She closes her eyes and slowly lets out a breath.
All right, Commandant. I get it.
Finally, she gives a gentle nod and sits down on the edge of the bed. You slowly lie down and she gently reclines to her side of the edge of the bed. You close your eyes, relax your body, and let your thoughts drift into the peaceful stillness of the night. Just then, you hear the soft rustle of bed sheets as a familiar warmth gradually nestles closer to you. Lucia shifts her body gently as she carefully slides up next to you. In the gentle warmth, you feel loose strands of her hair brushing gently against your forehead. Oh, we're face to face. This is the antidote question. This is the antidote question to depression we get. Breather so that we won't be hopeless. Yeah, really. I mean, you gotta have the good with the bad.
Good night.
Night, Lucia.
Your consciousness drifts into Catania's tranquil stillness when moonlight waves dance like soothing poetry, gentle and melodious. Mythology, song and dance, islands. Countless memories gather and intertwine with your mind, then burst and fade away like bubbles. You're not sure how much time has passed, but your mind still seems active, refusing to drift into sleep. In your drowsy haze, you hear soft footsteps on the floor. You open your eyes to find the room still awash in darkness. Though blurry vision, you see Lucia standing by the window and gazing out at Catania's night. In the gentle moonlight, the hair by her temple is flirted with a soft breeze, reminiscent of the delicate rosier dancing in the wind.
Lucia.
Hearing your call, she tilts her head to look at you, caught by surprise.
Commandant?
First time I played through this quest, I was smiling the whole time because Lucia looked so divine. I mean, hey, she looked good. She looked really good.
Sorry. Did I wake you?
No. I was just having trouble falling asleep.
You get up and look out the window. The bright moon hangs high above the horizon and shines brightly on the coastline below.
Are you admiring the view outside?
Tonight flew by, didn't it? I just want to remember this night. This moment with you.
She gazes into the distance with lingering fascination. The boundless ocean lies shrouded in the tranquil night. stark contrast to the brilliantly illuminated shoreline. Lying in bed earlier and reflecting on everything that happened today, you know that you totally would have loved to stay out longer to enjoy the night. Seeing the look on her face, you think you know just what to do.
Lucia. Say, why don't we get out of this mansion? Enjoy a chill night out.
A night out?
Lucia seems a little incredulous.
But Commandant...
Come on, it's a party tonight, right? No way a godchild from the important family is going to mess with the fun, right?
As you speak, you reach out your hand to Lucia.
What do you say?
She smiles gently, a glimmer of anticipation gathering in her eyes.
All right, Commandant. I get it. Then I'll take you up on it. Tonight, let's just have fun. No missions, no worries.
Then let's go.
She takes your hand and pushes open the window, letting the cool breeze wash over your faces. Lucia leaps down, kicking into flight mode, and carries you in midair in her arms.
Commandant, hold on tight.
Right. Wind rushes past your ears as the blue waves roll beneath you. You fly over the coast of the grand party under the stars and the moon. Pretty damn good. Okay. Episode 4 in the name of the rose. I gotta get water after this episode. The wind unravels itself through the shadowy pine forest as the moon casts a philosophiscent glow upon the wandering waters. Hand in hand with Lucia, you walk across the white sand as sea foam laps at your feet. With the sea of stars blanketing the heavens above, you pass by the revealers dancing along the shore. Under the watchful glow of the moonlight, you delve into the lush forest and weave through abundant green foliage until you come into a pile of weathered ruins. Rows of weathered marble columns stand level on ground level, which rises a magnificent, imposing temple. Moonlight spills onto the crystalline virtual windows, creating a shimmering reflection that resembles the lingering radiance of once ancient, prosperous civilization. Standing among the towering stone columns, you both become fascinated with your surroundings. Before you know it, you find the two of you are in the middle of playing hide and seek.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Ready or not, here I come, Commandant!
Lucia opens her eyes to find dark clouds shrouding the moonlight on the horizon. Silence pervades everything within her sight. Starting from the weathered main entrance of the temple, she scans the ruins under the night sky, searching for any signs of you. Lucia slowly walks up to one of the marble columns.
Would Commandant be hiding... here?
She leans out to look behind the column, but sees nothing.
What's this?
There's a heart on one of the stone bricks. In the center of the heart are 2 lines of an ancient text that appears the names left by the lovers from long ago. Down the column, there are still more hearts. People from different eras have all left their names alongside their partners on this stone column. Moss has scribbled over their names, bearing witness to the passing millennia of Catania. As Lucia bends down to examine the hearts, a deep rumble of thunder rumbles across the heavens. And with it, Lucia hears wrestling coming from behind. Recognizing the footsteps, she lets her guard down for a split second. Oh. And that's when the world around her falls completely dark.
Guess who I am?
Commandant.
Recognizing the warmth of those hands on her cheeks, Lucia gently holds your wrist.
Follow me.
Where are we going?
Secret place I found.
In complete darkness, Lucia follows your guidance and she steps forward. A moment later, a rich, sweet fragrance fills the air when the footsteps behind her stop.
Look.
When Lucia opens her eyes, she's greeted by the sea of swaying cornflowers. Surrounded by the vibrant, thriving sea of flowers, Lucia breaks into a blossoming smile. When she looks this way at you, she sees that you, too, are looking at her with a smile.
Didn't expect to find a view like this in the middle of the ruins.
She bends down to gently touch the deep blue petals. Like blueberries blooming in the wilderness, they ripple in the gentle waves at Lucia's touch.
Look what I just found.
Before you even finish what you have to say, you hear a long howl coming from the sky. And with it, torrential rain downpours like a merciless waterfall. Holy! As raindrops of the size of bean cans crashing down upon the sea flowers, Lucia immediately grabs your hand and points toward the temple in the distance.
Commandant, quick! Let's get inside before the rain picks up.
Right. All right.
Fortunately, the two of you have reached the temple before your former attire gets completely soaked. The rusty hinges let out a deep, somber groan as a magnificent kaleidoscope cathedral reveals itself behind the door. Moonlight filters through the Virtum stained glass windows, cascading down from the towering dome and streaming alongside countless majestic stone pillars. Plastered flowers, rigorous paintings, statues of angels, and colorful floor designs. Sacred space gradually comes alive with the vibrant hues painted by the nature's splendor.
Why don't we sit here and take a break?
Oh man! Such a good scene. Back to the magnificent radiance of colored light, you and Lucia sit side by side on the spiral staircase.
From the outside, I thought this was just some old temple. Didn't realize it was turned into a medieval church.
It's clear that Catania has a very long history.
Hey, Commandant. Look over there.
Lucia points at the dome where the resplendent stained glass window gleams. Prismatic panels of black wine shine vividly. At the bottom, a knight draws his sword as he faces his enemies. Up above the knight, a young woman in the wedding dress stands on a high wall as she tosses her vial down the cover of the knight's head. And at that very top of the image, white doves carrying olive branches on their beaks surrounded the Virgin Mary, and the Roman numeral 12 gleaming brightly on her chest.
Is this depicting some kind of religious story?
Pretty sure that painting shows Lucia and her lover's wedding.
That takes place in the middle of a fight.
She was the Princess of Napoli. He was an invincible warrior who came from humble beginnings. They loved each other, but couldn't be together because of who they were.
The echoes of the legend reverberates through the cathedral. Over thousands of years, the stained glass must have seen countless travelers and received just as many praises.
Then one day, an envoy from a rival nation came. Arrogant, cruel, and bold enough to insult Lucia in public. Napoli was furious. Angry, her lover challenged the envoy to a duel and nearly killed him. That broke the law, and the emperor sentenced him to death. Lucia wouldn't let it happen. She put on her wedding dress, walked onto the execution ground, and tossed her veil to him. She proclaimed she was his bride, right there, in front of everyone.
She gazes at the stained glass. In the gentle moonlight, Lucia vials emanates a radiant glow. I started playing another action game style gacha game called Aether Gazer. I've heard of it, but I've never been interested enough to play
and when
it.
the bells rang 12, tradition gave her the right to one wish from the emperor. She asked her father to pardon the man she loved. So he was spared. And right there on the execution ground, the people threw a celebration for Lucia's wedding.
So the Roman numeral on the stained glass means 12 o'clock.
That's what I think, at least. Did you notice, Commandant? This church has 6 arches, 12 columns total, and each one's carved with an angel.
When you look around the magnificent space, you see that this is just as Lucia said. 6 majestic archways support the entire soaring structures of the building.
Even the old plaza outside still has 12 standing stones.
Back on the beach, the party's night's organizer made a big deal too when the clock struck 12.
Catania seems to have a deep reverence for this 12-hour symbol. Maybe Lucia's story shaped this place?
It's a romantic story indeed.
When I first heard the story, I felt the same way you do now.
It's got a very interesting ending though.
In the gentle patter of the rain, Lucia's stories gradually overlap in your mind.
In times of adversity, people always find a way to carry on.
Colorful lights brighten up Lucia's face. As your eyes meet, she seems deep in thought.
You mean how she saved him by turning the execution into a wedding?
Yes. Remember that question you asked me earlier tonight? You asked me what would I do if I were Lucia knowing that I was dying.
Yeah. And the way you answered back then.
I don't think my answer to that question really matters.
Lucia listens quietly.
Whether or not to pull the lever, the dilemma they're discussing here is reminiscent of the trolley problem. There is no getting out of the paradoxical whirlpool like this one once gets caught in the depths of where only endless debate awaits. But regardless of the choice made, it remains merely a thought experiment with no impact on their present reality. When one considers which life to save, that's when the preeminence has been quietly accepted that lives can be ranked in terms of value and that some are worth more than others. People have pulled the lever again and again and fallen into introspection and debate, all the while overlooking the true culprit behind the dilemma. Do you remember who took Lucia's side in the first place?
Are you talking about the demon that bargained with Lucia?
I believe Lucia actually held a third option. She could choose to destroy the devil. She could choose to destroy the devil to prevent further tragedies in the human world.
Lucia falls silent for a moment, then nods.
I think I get what you're trying to say, Commandant. It's not about choosing A or B. It's about understanding who forced the choice in the first place.
Yes.
Hearing what you said, she breaks into a gentle smile.
Writers and poets have spent centuries putting their own spin on Lucia's story, trying to end it differently. But of all the versions I've heard, this one's my favorite. Thank you, Commandant.
Of course, Lucia.
After the discussion, the two of you just sit in the chapel and chat about any sort of thing. Some are distant memories from the past, while others are vibrant daydreams racing toward the future. Immersed in the tranquil atmosphere, you find yourself feeling drowsier by the second as Lucia's voice slowly grows distant. You feel nice and cozy as you slowly descend upon a bed of warm, sacred feathers. Eventually, gentle whispers are all that you can hear.
Commandant?
At this point, you have already closed your eyes and are quietly leaning against the stone wall. Lucia moves closer quietly and leans against your shoulder.
Good night, Commandant.
Okay. With nothing but the rain petals scattering about, the world is all but completely silent. Gradually, even the stars drift into peaceful dreams. And in the haze. Ah, man, they're playing this song. God damn. Lucia finds herself in some distant afternoon.
Look at these pretty dresses.
On the way home that day, Luna grabbed Lucia by the hand all of a sudden.
Wow, they sparkle.
In the brightly lit display window was a pure white formal dress. The only thought that crossed Lucia's mind then was, what a beautiful dress. This was what princesses wear in fairy tales, no?
There's even more inside. Luna, don't run off like that.
Luna pulled Lucia alongside and pushed open the door into the store.
Whoa.
And with it, they're greeted by a dazzling world of pure white. The palace looks like a castle from a dream. Here, formal dresses just like the one they'd seen on the outside were displayed everywhere.
Welcome. Oh, hello there, little ones. Hi, miss. These clothes are so pretty. I want Mom and Dad to buy me one.
Looking around, Lucia finds herself drawn to one of the display windows. She slowly approaches the display window, and when she reaches it, she sees her own reflection in the pristine glass of the displayed window. The dress looks breathtakingly beautiful under the lights, and with its veil adorned with the pink-white peach blossoms.
These are called wedding dresses. Girls wear them when they get married. Wedding dress?
It rings a bell. Their mother just told them a story about dresses the night before. In the story, the protagonist stood on the high wall of the execution ground and threw down her vow to save her beloved. For some reason, Lucia felt a gentle warmth inside hearing the story. would I be able to do the same if it were me?
Getting married. Like mom and dad? Or like the princess and knight in the stories?
That's right. A wedding dress stands for love and the promise of a life together. And for many girls, it's something you only wear once in your whole life.
Once. In your whole life.
Having heard what the shop attendant said, Lucia raises another question about weddings.
To wear one for real, you've got to find the right person first.
What kind of person is the right one?
Hearing the question, the shop attendant breaks into a gentle smile.
Everyone gives off their own color. Some dim, some bright, some dazzling. And sometimes, someone walks into your life shining like a rainbow. Once you see someone like that, you'll know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that woman is spitting facts. This old soul mine. Don't know if it truly will find another one, but until that day comes, I'll continue to build myself with someone that I can be proud of. And look back when I'm a father and be like, you're doing well. Through the thin glass window, Lucia imagines herself wearing a wedding dress. Love, couples, marriage. Lucia found these words somewhat distant.
Will that happen to me too someday? Someday. Will I get to wear one of these too? Someday. Will I meet someone who shines like that too? Until I find you, I'll keep all the things I want to say to you in my heart. I wonder what future you is doing right now. Wherever you are, I hope you're happy. I'll spend every day from now on searching for your light. And when I finally pass through your world, please reach out to me. My name is Lucia. We'll see each other again in the future.
As dawn breaks, Catania embraces the golden light of daybreak. After a night of rain, the lush forest is shrouded in a misty haze, simmering brilliantly in the morning light.
Did you check the ruins?
Checked every corner. No sign.
Take more people with you. Search near the canals again.
Roger that.
Wait.
Among the cornflowers, 2 pairs of footprints are faintly visible. Following the damp, blurry footprints on the ground, Frank pushes open the doors of the St. Lucia chapel. At the far end of the chapel, up on the stairs, he sees 2 people nestled together in a deep slumber.
Lady Dawn, we found your godchild. They're safe. Yes, ma'am. I'll bring them back now.
On the journey back, Frank doesn't bombard the 2 of you with questions. Instead, he does as instructed by Lady Dawn with the efficiency of a cold robot. After arriving in the mansion, you return to your bed and quickly drift back into slumber at Lucia's persistent insistence. I think that's how you say it. Having made sure you've fallen asleep, Lucia tiptoes out of the room and gently closes the door behind her.
Has the Commandant fallen asleep?
To her surprise, Olivia stands outside the door with her arms crossed.
Yes.
I cried when I did this event store. I mean, it pulls at the heart. It really does.
What about you?
My frame is newer gen. It doesn't need sleep to recharge.
Rest is a mercy from the Lord. Everyone needs time to sit with their soul. Even constructs.
Ugh, you spitting.
Thank you for your concern, Lady Dawn.
She nods and looks at her face as cold as ever.
Next time you go out, check the forecast. Bring an umbrella.
Sorry. We moved without clearance.
It's all right, I understand.
Olivia's reaction surprises Lucia. She doesn't question why the two of them suddenly left last night.
We were just...
I'm happy I'm a Christian man because these really do hate. They really do. That's what I really like about this chapter. Is like they are not afraid to talk about the Bible here, and I really fucking fuck with that. It's so cool.
Where else would you go? Volcano, chapel, old ruins. I used to haunt all those places when I was younger.
He lets out a chuckle.
When you were younger?
Follow me.
Lady Dawn pats the coat on Lucia's shoulder and walks toward the stairs.
Where are we going?
Come and learn what a Catanian bride needs to know.
Oh shit. Following Lady Dawn, Lucia enters the family's spacious, bright kitchen. The early morning sunlight casts a pleasant warmth, making the kitchen's diverse array and cookware gleam.
Here, cut this eggplant. Long strips.
Got it. Strips it is.
So this is where her cooking got better. 100%, and honestly, this chapter really hits us hard with the treasures of life, especially those that think we may not find it yet already have. Exactly, bro. Like, what you're living in the present moment, and you're like, you should be happy that you're living in the present moment. On the stove, Catanian specialty ingredients are piled high. Olivia skillfully wields her knife, crafting what will eventually become a table's worth of culinary gems. Next to her, Lucia diligently helps with breakfast preparation. Thanks to her daily culinary training back in Babylonia, Lucia is no stranger when it comes to these simple procedures.
Do you usually cook for yourself, Lady Dawn?
What? Do I look like the pampered princess type?
No, I'm just...
As Olivia turns to plate her food, Lucia catches a glimpse of the mechanical structure on the back of her neck. It's unmistakable. It has to be a rear-mounted inver device.
You're a construct.
Olivia remains her perfectly calm face with a pointed question.
Relax. I'm long retired.
She takes the eggplant Lucia has sliced and drops it into the sizzling respirated oil all along with the seasonings.
Turned in my weapons ages ago. So how was the party last night?
She casually changes the subject. That's a great leader right there. She's like, hey, I tell you what you want, but hey, let's bring it back to you now. Lucia has her guard down, having recalled the details of the mission and sensing no hostility from Olivia.
The Commandant and I danced together. Watched the fireworks, too.
Then I'm guessing you saw the statue of St. Lucia?
We did. I even told the Commandant her story.
Oh, and what did your Commandant think?
Commandant said, stories are just stories. No need to get lost in fiction. Lucia's real enemy isn't the choices she's forced to make. It's the one who created them.
Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Olivia falls silent for a moment, though her hands continue to stir-fry the dish with dexterity.
And what about you? What do you think?
I agree.
Olivia lifts her lid on the pot and transfers the golden fried eggplant strips onto a silicone paper plate. A rich, crispy fragrance immediately fills the air. After a brief silence, Olivia opens her mouth again, ready to speak.
A long time ago, I knew a girl like that. She was born into one of the 13 families. Her father was very powerful.
Watch her be talking about herself in the third person.
She was raised to take over the family business. Trained in combat, poisons, finance, you name it. But over time, she realized that none of it was really her choice.
She keeps her head down as she goes through the ingredients, the embezzling ring she wears catching the dim light and flickers with her every movement.
So she ran. Secretly joined the army. Cut ties with her past and ended up in Babylonia.
Of course. That meant she had to fulfill her duties as a soldier.
War is cruel, but at least there she could pick her own weapon. And she met someone. A commandant worth following.
A cold glint flashes across her eyes for a split second.
They fought side by side, fell in love, and started dreaming of a future. They believed anything was survivable as long as they were together. But one day, mid-mission, the comms went dark. The convoy was ambushed. Her family's old enemies had finally tracked her down. They strapped explosives to her and her commandant and locked them in a room filled with the punishing virus. There was no exit. The only way out was for one of them to blow themselves up to clear a path out for the other.
That's fucked. Holy shit.
The corrupted were shrieking around them. There was no time to find another way. She considered sacrificing herself to give her commandant a chance to survive. But maybe out of fear, she hesitated. And in that heartbeat of hesitation, the commandant shoved her aside, ran to the wall, and triggered the charge. No goodbye.
She recounts the story emotionlessly, as if telling it for the first time, yet also the 1000th time.
Did she make it out?
For a long time, everyone thought she died. Her father, blinded by grief, struck out at his enemies until he was killed in a so-called ordinary car crash. But one day, she came back, alive. She took over her father's empire and hunted down everyone who was there that day. With no enemies left and no family either, she became hollow. That memory still haunts her. It's a wound she'll carry forever. If she hadn't hesitated, maybe her commandant would have lived. Maybe her commandant could have saved even more people in this broken world.
That is so fucking crazy on this foreshadowing. Olivia plates the pasta and serves it to
To
Lucia.
Catanians, every party night could be the last. They dance like there's no tomorrow and feast like it's their final supper. Because we believe life is short. Any day might be your last.
Mm-hmm.
And when it ends, there should be no hesitation, no regrets. You can treat Lucia's dilemma like some thought experiment. But to her, it was real. When judgment comes, no one's going to pause and let you think up a third way out. So find your answer now. Don't run from it. And don't give yourself a reason to look back in pain.
God, dude, the foreshadowing, so fucking insane. Olivia gazes into Lucia's eyes, the look she wears matching her words, stern yet resolute. Faced with the legendary riddle, the Commandant and Lady Dawn come up with the completely different answers. The two voices tangle in her head. Lucia has a hard time deciding whom to believe. Lost in thought, Lucia carries one delicious dish after another to the dining table.
Lucia.
Commandant,
Only then does she notice the person standing there by the door to the dining room.
we made you breakfast.
It seems like a whole lot of food, but thank you.
A diverse array of exotic dishes is arranged on the table. Lucia quietly pushes the most appetizing ones toward you.
Father in heaven, thank you for this meal. Forgive us for forgetting those still praying for their next one.
In Jesus' Lord I pray, amen.
God, dude, so fucking good!
In your name, bless this couple's love. May it be strong and true. Guide them as they retrieve the sacred wine you ordained.
After her simple prayer, Olivia looks at the two of you, a gentle smile forming on her face.
After you eat, Frank will drive you into town. The wine for your ceremony is waiting at the theater. For now, just enjoy the food.
Oh, dude, so fucking good. Okay, I've got to use the restroom really quick, and then we're going to continue on, so I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Ugh, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I'm having a blast with this. This is very, like I said, it's a very bittersweet story because of how, what happened overall. But like I said, it's a really good story. On top of it all, I'm having a blast with it. Very, very heartwarming, very nice, but also very sad to know like what actually happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, episode 5, La La Land. We are almost done, and that'll probably be it for the stream. By the time you reach the town, the sun is already hanging high at the peak. In the outskirts, small filtration stations and bunker clusters established by the 13 families from several layers of defensive lines against the punishing at sea, what Cantanians call the Joint Defense Zone. Passing through the heavy guarded Joint Defense Zone, you find yourself greeted by an elegant classical world that stands in stark contrast to the one you've left behind. An ancient town built of white brick and tile winds along with mountain paths. Only by truly immersing oneself within one can appreciate Cantania's unique blend of romance and passion. Reminds me of Italy. Streets adorned with fresh flowers, high walls etched into the worlds of love. Every inch of the small world seems to possess its own beautiful legend. As you walk with Lucia along with the bluish greenstone paths, young cyclists occasionally zoom past, whistling as they tip their hats in greeting. And yeah, no, when I finished the story, it made me replaying 31 even harder for me. Well, the funny part was that I accidentally pulled on this banner, yet managed to get her weapon coding. Ah, nice. Okay, back. What story are we in? We're on episode 5 on the coding on Lucia's coding story, Wondering La La Land. So, but we're almost done with this chapter, and probably this will be the end of the stream after I'm done, so I can get up early and take care of some things. But it's gonna be interesting what's gonna happen. Also, I am watching the Demon Slayer movie tomorrow, and I'm super excited to be watching it. Gonna be a hell of a show or movie, and I'm watching it on the big screen, so that should be really interesting. It's gonna be packed as fuck though, but either way, it's gonna be really fun.
Congratulations! Happy wedding day!
Mamma mia, such a lovely bride.
This is fucking Italy.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Mid boss, there was yet heartfelt cheers. The two of you walk along the flower-strewn paths to the town's central square. Before the two of you lies a semicircle amphitheater that sinks into the ground. At the stage of center resembles a massive boulder dropped into the sea, creating dozens of rippling rows across the 100-meter width.
Ah, Lola, stunning like a spring bloom, eyes like stars at twilight.
Well, let's also here have a good time, man. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. It's just gonna be me going, but I've always liked how going by myself to do some things. It's very therapeutic sometimes. An elderly man sits in the shade near the outer edge, reciting the lyrics with dramatic rises and falls in his voice.
Excuse me, we are wondering.
Right then, you hear a bell chime from behind, sending a white doge resting on the seats into flight. The deep resonance ripples across the town, followed by a second, then a third toll of the bell. Throughout the streets and alleyways, everyone from busy merchants and ladies to ladies lounging under pastules stop whatever they're doing. They pass their hands together in prayer, face east, and mutter quietly under their breath. The town freezes in this moment of devout prayer, as if time itself has paused in the assemble of the tolling bells. 10, 11, 12. As the 12th toll sounds, the world is once again back to life. As if the moment of stillness never happened, people resume whatever they were doing before the prayer.
Commandant, that was the bell for 12.
Following Lucia's gaze, you look toward the bell tower behind the plaza. On the sand-colored fortress-like structure, both clock hands point straight at 12.
Seems like noon holds great significance for the people here. No matter what they might be doing at the moment, they have to stop when the clock strikes 12.
Oh, that's not all. If the ceremony isn't done before the 12 bells finish, the couple will be seen as cursed by the demon. They'd be exiled from Catania and never allowed back. It's a rule the people of Catania have followed for centuries, even during war.
Oh man, it's been 2 hours for this story. Yeah, it's a kind of a long story. But I think it's 6 episodes from what Nanamugai was telling me. But we're almost done. We're on episode 5. An elderly man in the theater joins the conversation, apparently having heard you and Lucia talking.
Good day to the bride and groom. I'm the director of Dionysus Theater.
Hello, Director.
Hello.
Lady Dawn told me you'd be stopping by to collect the sacred wine.
Yes, we'll be on our way as soon as we have it, sir.
But I can't just hand it over. First, you'll have to complete an old rite to prove you have what it takes.
What kind of right, exactly?
Come with me.
The man turns and walks toward the stage below.
Welcome, guests from Babylonia. This theater beneath your feet has stood for over 2,000 years.
The old man's words echo throughout the theater, with the bustling, lively town lying just beyond its walls. Perhaps Catania's cityscape has always been like this since hundreds or thousands of years ago.
Why? Both a gift of surplus and a door to dreams. Even in the city-states of old, Catania held festivals in honor of Dionysus, the god of wine. The ancients built this altar to thank Dionysus for the joy he brought. At harvest time, they gathered here, singing, dancing, and feasting. And this unique way of worship, different from that of other gods, is where human drama first began.
The old man stops at the edge of the stage and raises his hand toward the stone statue overlooking the performance area. The look on the statue's face is playful and mischievous, its curly hair definitively carved into the shape of a grape cluster.
So, Dionysus is not only the god of wine, but of drama too. If you want his blessing, you'll have to entertain him on stage.
What are we supposed to do exactly?
Step forward, both of you.
Following his guidance, you and Lucia step onto the stage. Directly below the stone sculpture stand an ancient weathered stone wall. Its surface is nearly inscribed with modern text, clearly added by later generations.
Place your hands here, together.
Right after, Lucia extends her right hand and gently places it over the back of your hand.
Now, read the hymn on the stone wall.
You glance at Lucia. With a nod from her, the two of you begin reading out the hymn together.
On the distant cliffs,
Nymphs, I saw Dionysus watching.
As the two of you read the hymn, blue light erupts from the crevices of the stone wall, from which muffled signal sounds can be heard.
Nymphs and satyrs, listen closely. Ears perked in wonder. His voice filled the souls of listeners with bliss and madness.
Oh wow, what the fuck? Suddenly you find the world around you flooded in a blinding radiance. Orpheus and Eucertus, enjoy yourself. Shattered fragments of your senses gradually come back together as a thick, rusty metallic smell permeates the air.
Where is this?
When you try to move, you hear the rattles of heavy metal chains. That's when it hits you that you're being hung in darkness.
Orpheus, I grant your plea.
Oh!
Your beloved shall walk free from my underworld.
A deep, somber voice ripples through the darkness.
But there are two rules. As you lead your beloved out, do not turn back. And do not rise above the ground, or your beloved will never return to the mortal world. And you, Eurydice, must not speak a single word until you're free, or your beloved shall pay the price in death.
The eerie voices echoes through the space. Based on what you heard, you presume you're probably playing the role of Eurydice, trapped in the underworld. In that moment, the chains binding your limbs break. With it, you fall into cold grass.
Commandant, is that you?
From the shades comes a voice you recognize.
Lucia!
Wait. You don't have a full grasp on the details of this performance, but you have a gut feeling that you shouldn't break the rule. You clap your hands and let Lucia know that you're here.
I heard something fall. Are you hurt? If you're okay, clap twice so I know you're there.
Ooh. Okay, hold on.
Commandant, hang in there. I'll get you out as fast as I can.
With a snap, a bright flame comes to life that shines upon the world around you.
It's pitch dark in here. Commandant, take my hand. I'll feel safer if you're close.
The hazy silhouette emerges in the light as Lucia extends her hand behind her. A warm grip firmly clasps her hand in return, bringing a sense of security. Lucia maintains the flame from her frame, with her left hand holding it like a bright lantern as she slowly guides you into the darkness. Deep in the darkness, strange, eerie howls can be heard here and there. The two of you move along in silence. The grass along the way grows increasingly damp, and the path eventually leads you to a foul-smelling, sticky swamp. Strange, gurgling sounds occasionally bubble up in the bog around you. In the darkness, indescribable shadowy figures flicker in and out of sight. Or to the corner of your eye, a shadowy figure suddenly approaches from behind and comes straight at Lucia. When you tighten your grip on her hand, Lucia picks up on your warning around and with a sidestep dodges the shadowy figure coming in at her. A split second later, a blade of flame pierces through the shadowy apparition's body with it black liquid splashes everywhere. Ear-splitting shrieks threaten to break your ears as murky waves churn violently across the bog. With it, countless shadowy apparitions make the beeline this way. Amidst the chaos, you see one particular apparition coming straight at you. Headshot.
Commandant, hold on tight.
You keep driving away the approach is coming from all over the place while sprinting at full speed. Suddenly, a square pitch light appears at the end of the darkness that grows bigger with each step you take.
There's the exit.
Right then, the shadowy apparitions up ahead converge into a massive wave that stands right in your way. A blade of fire gathers on Lucia's palm. The moment it touches the murky water, her blade flips upward, unleashing a thunderous pillar of flame. A split second later, the raging wave before you bursts with a crackling explosion, sending scalding mud splattering through the air like a torrential downpour. The world around you trembles as flames cut a path through the lurking shadows like the rising sun that burns at daybreak. The next exit, the exit now is right in front of you both within arm's reach. Uh-oh.
Lucia!
Lucia! Right then, you hear your own voice coming from behind. No, that's not. Lucia turns back, looking every bit as terrified as you.
That wasn't me!
So you broke the rules after all, Orpheus.
In a flash, the grotesque arm tightly grips your left leg.
Then, as agreed, I'll take your lover's soul.
With it, your right leg and both your arms are seized by several powerful forces pulling at your body all at the same time. Despite Lucia's desperate attempt to hold on to you, the arms pulling you from behind are doing so with the force of the black hole, bit by bit forcing apart your hand and Lucia's. Finally, your fingers slip from Lucia's palm. With it, the world around you spins like a crazy kaleidoscope as you're pulled backward, pushing the light of the exit further away by the second. Amidst the chaos, you twist your wrist again and again, trying to break free, but to no avail. Suddenly, a burning shooting star comes into view, making its way through the chaos. It's coming straight for you. Lucia! With an earth-shattering roar, the flames sever the arms behind you and tear through the endless night sky above. Before you know it, the world around you ruptures with a clash as the crimson rift slices through the heavens. Light cascades like a tidal wave onto the cold, scorched earth as Lucia manages to catch you in midair. Oh boy. Your eyes snap open after the sunlight simulates your real senses. Looking around, you find yourself and Lucia still standing on the ancient stage.
Commandant, are you alright?
Before you answer that question, she grabs your arm and starts examining you thoroughly.
Lucia, I'm fine.
I'm glad you're all right.
She holds your hand tightly as she breaks into a relieved smile, seemingly jubilant to see you again after being apart from you from what seemed like an eternity.
Ho, ho, ho. Looks like you've pleased the god of wine after all. The cellar door is open. His blessing is yours.
Only now do you notice that the stone wall under the statue has opened wide, revealing a dark red space inside.
Ho, ho, ho. No story stays the same forever. It took 3,000 years just to perfect Salome.
Make sure the stream's doing good, because I think we're frozen here. Oh, why is my kick stream not working? That's new. One second, ladies and gentlemen, making sure that kick is working, because I don't think it's wanting to do anything. Yeah, everything's there. It just doesn't want it. Okay, I'll have to fuck with that later then. Okay, I'll have to mess with that later.
Maybe Dionysus is tired of old scripts. Maybe he just wanted to see a story that's actually yours.
He stands in the shadows of the room and waves his hand at you and Lucia.
Oh, come in, come in. It's been ages since I've smelled this wine's aroma.
Following the old man, you step into the wine cellar paid for the clay at Red Blix. I do like me some good wine. The rich aroma of wine permeates the air as far as you can see. Oak barrels and wine bottles are arranged neatly in dazzling display.
Let me see now. Ah, there you are.
While you and Lucia gaze around in wonder, the old man retrieves an intricately patterned bottle from the wine cabinet.
This is top shelf Piemonte, once reserved only for Napoli's royalty. Now, by Lady Dawn's decree, I pass it to you as Dionysus's blessing on your eternal bond.
Thank you, Director.
To think that Lord Dawn gave me this bottle himself. That he never lived to see his child's wedding.
The old man gazes at the two of you with a smile as he utters these words with a touch of nostalgia.
Well then, we should be on our way now.
You planning to head back by land? If you're not in a rush, I can ferry you across by boat. Catania's waters have their own kind of charm.
We'd love that, but are you sure?
Oh, don't mention it. We haven't had a wedding in ages. I'm excited just to tag along with you newlyweds.
Ooh. I want Lucia's opinion. Lucia nods at you.
Thank you, Director.
Silver on gentle waves, starlight is glowing.
As the sun sets in the west, its fiery glow pierces through the thick clouds of the horizon and reflects off the water. A pointed boat gesturally pushes aside duckweed as it glides into this living paintings of assured waters stretching to meet the endless sky.
Sailing across the sea, soft winds are blowing.
You and Lucia sit at the bow while the old man sits at the stern. He rows away effortlessly while singing his heart out. In perfect tranquility, the boat stirs up a gentle ripples as it slowly makes its way forward.
Commandant, look. There are so many white swans out here.
Lucia leans in, seemingly trying to make certain that the old man won't hear what she says and finds out who you really are. Oh. Before you know it, the boat carrying the three of you is already surrounded by so many swans that you now find yourselves in a whirlpool of pure white.
They don't seem to be afraid of people at all.
Lucia reaches out her hand to one of the swans. With it, she breaks into a gentle smile as her hand stops in midair, apparently having recalled something. Showing no signs of resistance as Lucia strokes it gently, the swan lowers its head and lets out a soft, deep coo.
Seems like it's enjoying it.
Try smiling. Remember that, Commandant?
Yup. I was the one who told you that.
The two of you share a knowing smile and the distant memories flood back.
Oh, this old throat's not what it used to be.
The old man finishes his song and lets out a satisfied sigh from the stern of the boat.
Director, that tune you were humming, it sounded like a folk song?
If only you could hug Lucia in real life. Man, that would be pretty cool. You know, that would be pretty cool.
Oh, that's right.
We can hug her
Santa Lucia.
in the heart.
Santa Lucia?
It's a love song every Catanian girl knows. Come on now, why not give it a try?
Sing? Me?
Faced with a sudden request, Lucia looks hesitant. He looks at you, apparently seeking your opinion.
I'd like to hear you sing, Lucia.
Are you sure?
They
I'm positive.
say Saint Lucia wrote that song on her way to Catania. Singing it was her way of blessing her lover.
Lucia seems encouraged now that she knows the meaning of that song
I
holds.
see. Director, could you teach me the lyrics?
Bro, if she starts singing, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I want to offer a blessing to Commandant too. Silver
Come the fuck on!
waves, starlight is glowing, sailing across the sea, soft winds are blowing, night lead me on my way, hear my heart calling, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. I think I sang it right.
It sounds beautiful, Lucia.
Her song drifts across the clear water, stirring the gentle golden ripples. Every leaf and blade of grass around seems to carry Lucia's heartfelt blessing. Before you know it, the world has turned into a vast expanse of misty waters. Dark clouds from the horizon are now right above the little boat carrying the three of you. The raindrops pattering down from the heavens break into a peaceful moment.
Oh boy, not again.
Good thing I brought my hat.
Oh, here, Commandant. Take this. Cover up.
Yo, that was such a nice detail. She's like, oh. That's a really nice detail. I like that. Lucia comes to your rescue with her vial and covers your head.
Lucia.
You'll catch a cold if you get soaked.
Your eyes meet as the lingering fragrance of peach blossoms fill the air. Beyond your small sanctuary of white cloth, the world bathes in the meticulous sound of rainfall. Warm breath gently caresses the tip of your nose. A rosy blush gradually spreads across Lucia's cheek and in the misty haze between us. In this small world that belongs to only us two, the story that Lucia once told you comes to your mind.
The vial.
This kind of feels like Lucia and her lover's story, doesn't it?
In her crimson eyes, you see your reflection shimmering alongside the rain-drenched world beyond.
Oh, look over there. You see that? That's Heaven's Cave.
In the slanting sunlight, a rugged cliff stands tall through the pillar like rain, reminiscent of St. Lucia's statue.
Is this the place where Lucia and her beloved reunited in the legend?
That's where the very first light of Catania's sunrise touches the earth.
Now, this would be crazy foreshadowing as well.
If you ever get the chance, you two should go watch the sunrise from there.
We will.
Lucia turns to look at you and nods with a smile. That comes into view in the distance as the rain slowly lets up.
Tomorrow is our wedding day. I hope morning comes quickly.
Me too. If love had a physical form, it'd be raining around the two of us like pouring rain just now.
As the boat nears the shore, Medalist singing once again reaches your ears. Wishes ripple through the water's splash, drifting gently upward and soaring toward the colorful sunset glow. By sunset, the two of you have returned to the mansion and followed Olivia to the wedding venue. The venue is an open-air pavilion by the seaside. Behind the ceremonial platform stands a tall, lush peach tree. The land here is a level with an open view. Having surveyed the environment, Olivia goes through the nitty-gritty about security with the two of you. Following the discussion and the rehearsal for the actual ceremony itself the next day. Under Lady Dawn's guidance, you and Lucia walk hand in hand into the ceremonial platform covered in scattered peach blossoms. Finally, we gonna be happy. Ryushi, welcome back. Reading the vows, exchanging rings.
That's about it. You'll finish with a kiss. No need to rehearse that part, I assume.
At that mention of the word kiss, Lucia quietly tightens her grip around your hand. She looks into your eyes, her gaze revealing a mixture of uncertainty and longing. After that, creatures disturbing our happy moment. Yep.
At this time tomorrow, I'll officially announce the disbandment of the 13 families. If all goes well, Catania will be reborn before the noon bells finish ringing.
Standing on the ceremonial platform, Olivia looks out at the horizon, stretching across the twilight with a look of strong resolution.
Hope everything goes perfectly on your big day. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final episode. And that'll be it for the stream. To the wedding. Let us get going. The next day, having joined the Savoy's motorcade, you and Lucia find yourself at the seaside sanctuary again. This is our happy moment. This is our happy moment. Damn it, don't ruin anything. Hey, I'll try not to. Y'all can't tell me. You gotta let me play this out then. Y'all can't help me with the choices. I gotta make the choices based on what I think. All right, so hey, I got y'all. I got you, but I'm writing shit to bed if anything happens and I fuck up. But do let me know if I do end up fucking up after the choice. Focus, poppin', focus. All right, all right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Morning mist hangs like a delicate veil over the distant mountains and forest. Parked under the capones, the black luminous bring wave after wave of family members to the venue. With the sun slowly making its way up, the venue becomes crowded with family members before long. The leaders of the 13 families gather as the pipe organ hums softly, some wear melodic expressions as they sit quietly among the entorgids, while others cluster and cheerfully discuss their family's recent affairs. Above the sanctuary, gentle breezes occasionally seep from the sea, lifting countless flower petals that dance through the corridor of the spiraling red carpet, carrying the rich fragrance toward the distant fields. At 11 o'clock, sharp when the ceremonial pipes around, the crowd falls silent and the wedding officially begins. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting married! The orchestra plays the wedding march, accompanied by the page of boys and flower girls. Lucia and you enter the venue one after another, traverse the corridor between the rows of seats, and descend to the altar. There, under the towering perchwood arch, you stand facing each other. Olivia herself serves as a wedding officiant. She welcomes both of you to the altar and, following ancient religious customs, guides you through the readings of your vows.
Commandant, I accept and bear witness to your vow. With this ring, I vow before the world my devotion and my love for you. Gold does not tarnish, and jade remains whole, just like the promise that binds us.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
In the name of
the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Our
Love endures this day and all days, now and forevermore.
Amidst your profound vows, Catania's sun slowly climbs to the peak of the heavens. Brilliant golden cascades filter through the gaps between branches, aiding the sacred altar in light. With the exchange of your rings, the wedding is now halfway complete. Everything so far has been coming along so smoothly as the rehearsal the night before.
Friends, raise your glasses with me. Let's toast to this eternal union.
As the wedding climaxes, Olivia steps forward and invites everyone present to raise their glasses in celebration. A sea of formerly dressed family members fills the venue under the stage. Amidst clinking the glasses of flowing wine, thunderous cheers erupt from the crowd.
On this joyous day, as Dawn of the 13 families and head of the Savoys, I have one more piece of good news to share. Thanks to many brave and brilliant souls, Babylonia has approved the formation of the Catania Autonomy Council. That means everything we've worked toward for decades has finally been recognized by the world government.
She surveys the crowd, looking perfectly composed.
The 13 families will transition into official governance, responsible for handling taxes and budgets. We'll no longer be living off the black market.
We're missing the wedding song? What do you mean?
From this day forward, there will be no more families, only a council that serves the people.
With it, a wave of whispers rippled through the audience.
My father and yours built this all from scratch. A generation's worth of blood, deals, and glory. I know it's hard to let that go. I'm sure all of you here have received the large checks I sent out. The amount is based on your investments in United Industries. Even the lowest payout can keep a house running for 3 years. And that's just the down payment from the buyers in Babylonia.
Wedding music that plays in the background to be dramatic. Can you guys not hear it? Do you need me to turn up the game? I can turn up the game if you. I can turn up the game volume if you need me to. I'll let you type while I read.
You have my word that the final payment will cover every debt and give each of you a future of peace and luxury.
Lady Dawn's words rippled through the crowds. Some already knew this while others heard it for the first time. But regardless, the dissolution of the 13 families has long been foregone conclusion. What they didn't see coming, however, was the irrefutable deal that Lady Dawn is cutting them now. All they need to do is abandon their family power and titles to obtain legitimate, enormous wealth. Gradually. Oh, well, it's okay. Let's continue and get married. Okay. Gradually, the murmurs of hall died down as the crowd looks toward the woman on the stage whose more presence demands respect.
No need to say more, Lady Dawn. You found a buyer so soon. You sold United. The Omar family has always been business first. If you make us money, you earn our loyalty. Whether you lead a family or a council.
Thank you for your support, Lord Omar.
Once you step into your new role, you won't forget about us old-timers behind the curtain, right?
Right then, someone steps forward from within the crowd, and you recognize him.
Director?
So he's a family leader too?
Lord Horus, this new play has no backstage. We all stand in the light, together with the people of Catania.
Ho ho ho! Then you have my support, now and always.
The Visconti family stands with you too.
Long live Lady Dawn!
Declarations of support echo throughout the hall as more and more family leaders pledge their loyalty to Lady Dawn.
The Russells! We support you as well.
Hold it right there.
I knew there was going to be a fucking wedding crasher. Suddenly a shout can be heard from the end of the hall. The crowd turns around to see the young man with a face contorted by anger.
Mr. Remus, I'm addressing the heads of the 13 families. You're speaking out of turn.
She lowers her head, calmly looking down at the uninvited guest.
For decades, the Russells bled for the cause. We sacrificed everything for Catania and the families. My mother and uncle died fighting the plague. I still have a Tijuana bullet lodged in my shoulder.
Remus strides down the red carpet, glaring at the family leaders with bitter resentment and fury.
We clawed our way up with our own hands, and now...
Damn you, party crashers!
over to Babylonia Trust Fund brats! If Lord Don was still alive, he'd never stand for this madness.
Remus' words land like a stone dropped into dark waters, sending ripples across. He ruined the fun, therefore he shall perish. With a furrowed brow, Olivia looks at him with cold indifference.
The old world is falling apart. The rising world government won't tolerate the 13 families much longer. Our father's empires are collapsing under pressure. Selling them off is Catania's only way forward. The 13 families were wolves in the dark. But daylight is here, and if we don't clean the blood from our teeth, none of us walk away clean.
Lies and cowardice. This is betrayal.
Words lie. But the monthly balance sheets I send each of you, they don't. It started as business. So let it end as business.
That's a hard line. It started as business, so let it end as business. That's a tough fucking line.
And I'll just come out and say it.
Seeing no point in carrying on the discussion, Remus fires a shot up at the sky. The hall immediately erupts into chaos.
30 years ago, Catania had over 40 families of varying sizes. Your father, Rodrigo Savoy, held a banquet, murdered every disloyal head, and crowned himself Lord Don. That's how the 13 families were born. If he could rewrite the rules with blood, we can too.
Several gunshots suddenly erupt from the outside, and a sea of soldiers floods in the wedding venue from everywhere.
Those guys, Tijuana thugs, and the Nora family mercs.
Figured we'd run into these guys again.
Listen up! One day as a lion is worth 100 as a sheep. Anyone who betrays Catania is an enemy of mine.
Remus enthusiates each word, causing some of the family leaders in the hall to question their stance.
Remus! This is Lady Dawn's godchild's wedding. To resort to violence here is to blasphemy against God, and to desecrate the sanctity of marriage.
God, how many guns does he have? I'd rather bleed out on this floor than bow to those Babylonia bastards. Whoever kills Olivia and her precious godchild becomes king of Catania!
Remus suddenly pulls the trigger at the ceremonial stage. With it, gunshots flood the hall like crashing waves. The crowd frantically searches for cover as people draw their weapons to return fire. Gunsmoke and flames become one as the sacred hall transforms into a battlefield for the 13th family civil war.
Damn right, Remus. Catania's always settled things with fists and bullets. This is it. Make your name. Moreland boys with me. We end Olivia and her godchild right here.
Watch out, Commandant!
As you dodge the explosion of a grenade nearby, Lucia hurries herself this way and keeps you head covered.
Are you hurt? Commandant, say something.
Yeah. Lucia, prepare for battle.
Got it.
Flames dance at her fingertips as Lucia grips her dual blades and looks at those surrounding the two of you with murderous eyes.
Everyone stand back.
A gust of fierce wind howls across the battlefield, countless peach blossoms drifting through the air turn into flames. Under the blazing sun, they are not unlike a great show of fireworks.
Commandant, there are way
No
more
matter the
hostile
era,
things
pretty much.
Stay sharp and stay safe.
War never changes. Are we that?
As the dust from the explosion settles, a hazy figure slowly emerges from within.
What we love reveals who we really are. But the power-hungry always wrap themselves in the cloak of justice. Remus, if you truly love this land, then let go of your wealth and your pride. Give it back to the people it belongs to.
Olivia, I told you the Russells will never forget your justice. Everything you took from me, I'm taking it back today.
He says through gritted teeth, his hand still tightly clutching the family crest on his shoulder.
That's fine. God is just. He gave you your chance to do honest business with me.
Ah!
But since you turned that down,
Olivia removes her cloak, revealing her construct arms.
then my godchild and I will act as his hand and deliver his judgment.
Yo! We about to be putting down the hammer!
Combat initiated. Awaiting your orders, Commandant.
Ooh.
Make it quick.
What the? God damn!
The hall's secure for now. Are you all right, Commandant?
The legend of Lady Dawn is all coming to an end today!
Enemy reinforcements incoming. Get ready, Commandant. Raven's right. Let the lotus bloom. Yes, Dawn, Finn, and the assist.
So fucking good, dude. Be a good husband. What? Is that it? Or do I gotta go back? Oh, I gotta go back.
The enemy has deployed heavy weapons and launched an attack. Commandant, please retreat for now. I'll hold them off out here.
No, Lucia, I will fight by your side.
Got it. Let's stand together and put up a good fight then.
Right.
The final wave is closing in. Commandant, stay close to me and ready yourself for one last fight.
We're running out of time. We have to end this battle quickly. The wedding must be completed before the stroke of 12. This is an iron law of Catania, unchanged for 1,000 years. This tradition is violent. The Savoys would lose all the respect people have for them, and dissolving the 13 families would become unthinkable.
Come on.
Target eliminated. Commandant, let's go home.
All right. Oh, there's one more? Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Episode 7, Vowed to Be Yours. Final episode, I'm assuming?
Behind you.
Lucia cuts down an enemy, then spins around and throws her pyro katana your way. Screaming erupts from behind you as the katana whistles through the air. You raise your gun and train it at the person behind Lucia. The hall has descended into chaos with over 100 people brawling at the confined space. The sounds of gunshots and clashing weapons fill every corner of this place. Okay, now lock in. What's gonna happen? You stand back to back with Lucy at the center of the hall, forcing hostiles throwing themselves one after another at the two of you. Olivia darts forward, seizes them with one hand, and flings them back into the chaotic crowd, clearing a path for you.
It's almost noon. You have to finish the ceremony now.
What?
If the ceremony isn't done before the 12 bells finish, the couple will be seen as cursed by the demon. They'd be exiled from Catania and never allowed back. It's a rule the people of Catania have followed for centuries, even during war.
But this is a battlefield!
It's a battlefield for Catania.
Olivia shouts for those words as she knocks down a nearby hostile with a single punch.
If the vows aren't finished by noon, the Savoys lose all credibility, and the end of the 13 families never happens.
Her solemn voice echoes through the chaotic battlefield, every bit as commanding as a military order that brooks no argument. Fine! Alright! No sooner have you finished speaking than another explosion erupts behind you. Lucia wastes no time keeping you covered.
There's no time! Just do it like we practiced last night!
Commandant.
Washed the midday brilliance, flowers and bullets casting are strewn across the pristine white field. That's crazy we're playing this song of all times! The breeze and sharpnel rain down from the sky, pattering like a downpour upon the makeshift wedding hall. Look at us all farming. Through the gun smoke that's all but flooded, but the world around you, you have not for a second looked away from Lucia's face. She looks at you, her eyes carrying a barely perceptible glimmer of hope.
Recall the vows. Now. Under his witness, all rites have been completed.
The Godchild is here!
Before the vows are finished, a hostile suddenly climbs up from steps and thrusts a blade this way.
Watch out, Commandant!
Lucia grabs your hand and pulls you back, helping both of you dodge the attack. Afterward, the two of you fight back, taking down the enemy. With a firm grip, you pull Lucia back into the same face-to-face embrace you were in. Then prolonged battle has left you both breathless, your warm breaths landing gently on each other's cheeks.
Under his witness.
Commandant.
Lucia suddenly cuts you short.
I want to use my own vow to finish the ceremony.
Lucia?
Solemn yet reserved, she now carries herself like an unwavering heroine that she usually is.
I read and reread every poem you ever mentioned, looking for the perfect thing to say right now. But then I realized that nothing I found was enough. You're a miracle to me, and no words can capture that.
Lucia seems to grow warmer with every word rolling off her tongue. Her fingertips press more firmly against you, her ruby eyes shimmering with longing.
With these witnesses, in this sacred place, I vow to keep this miracle alive until the end of time, or life itself.
Time flows between your words, a longing more potent than fine wine and more enduring than melody is about to burst forth.
Commandant.
Lucia.
I can either embrace, I can kiss,
Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one option.
At that very moment, white doves take flight, flowers shower down, and the cloak strikes exactly 12. The world around you slowly fades as you close your eyes. Amidst the tolls of the bell, gunshots and bullets gaze your ears. The world seems to be shaking and burning all around you, and the time seems to have stopped for just the two of you. Roars, shattering explosions, they all crackle and shadow amidst the roars and sea breeze like brilliantly burning fireworks set off in celebration of this moment. The kiss leaves upon your lips a fruit-scented warmth, leaving both of you with a craving more still of that sacred and desire-driven moment. When love dawns, even the blazing sun becomes but an ordinary star. Even countless eons cannot hope to transcend this eternal moment. Tender yet passionate, this kiss belongs to you and Lucia alone.
The ceremony is complete. Congratulations to you both.
You can't tell how much time has passed, but the 12 bell tolls have ceased and the chaotic hall gradually falls silent. And with it, time again starts anew in Catania.
Remus, you stand accused of murder.
Now what
illegal
happens?
Farming and inciting rebellion.
What happens if I
Final words before the council takes you in.
What happens if I embraced her?
Long live Catania.
Take him away.
Understood.
Olivia returns to the podium. She gazes down at the ravaged hall, where spent bullet casings and flower petals lie scattered.
The final obstacle to Catania's future has been removed.
A resounding declaration echoes through the hall as the family leaders gaze in unison at the guiding light of Catania, their eyes brimming with admiration and respect.
I hereby declare the Catania Autonomy Council officially formed.
You can't kiss her?
The
Oh,
last
okay.
rite of this wedding, I ask you all to witness an ancient tradition of Catania.
Olivia steps back, making room at the center of the podium for you and Lucia.
Our newlyweds, please step forward and share a wedding toast.
In what now seems like a war-torn place, the crowd seems to have forgotten the brutal fight that just occurred, and the wedding resumes. Henosism part is Catania's DNA. They either die partying, or they party until they die. A tradition that's been practiced for thousands of years now. Amid the cheers, Lucia uncorks the Piedmont and pours the crimson liquid into 2 golden cups. Then she holds up one of the golden cups and looks up at you.
Commandant, shall we toast?
Cheers.
With it, you and Lucia lock your arms, raise your cups together, and down the blessing-filled drink in one go. In the cacophony of the crowd, the wedding ceremony finally draws to a close. You and Lucia transfers the crowd into an arm as you go about exchanging pleasantries from guest to guest.
Oh, what a Figaro-style wedding. Didn't expect you two to fight like that. Truly, a match made in heaven.
We didn't expect you to be the head of a family either.
Oh, no one takes the stage without a mask. The same goes for you, Gray Raven Commandant. All right. May your love last forever and be stronger than steel.
After so many burdens, being a temporal loop with you dying so many years, a kiss is her prize, man.
Thank you for being here today. It meant the world to us.
Several rounds of greetings later, a good portion of the wedding guests have left. Having spotted the two of you in a corner, surrounded by the people, Olivia makes her way through and raises her glass.
Commandant, I think Lady Dawn's calling for us.
Let's go.
Leaning against a marble pillar and wearing a hint of contentment, Olivia has her eyes on the two of you as you walk up to her.
Thank you both for everything today. I'll personally inform the president of your bravery.
We were just doing our job. May the future be bright for Catania.
May the Lord watch over the people of Catania and lead us to a new future.
She gazes up at the sunny sky and nods sincerely.
Lady Dawn, if I may, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Was all of this really for the people of Catania? Or was it for your family?
As if sensing your hidden thoughts, she no longer suppresses her doubts and finally asks the question that's been weighing on her mind. Faced with her question, Olivia grows hesitant, seemingly at a loss for words. Soon, however, she regains her usual composure.
For neither. I did it for me.
For yourself?
The old 13 families destroyed a girl's dream. I gave her the chance to bury the ones who did it. An eye for an eye. That's only fair, isn't it?
Having heard those words, Lucia stays quiet.
Enough of that. Today's a celebration.
Olivia raises her glass.
Respect is the truest gift, and friendship is the best treasure we can hope to have. From today on, you're among Catania's dearest friends. This island will always remember what you brought here. The Savoy estate will always have a place for you.
Thank you, Lady Dawn.
With a smile, Olivia gently brushes away the flower petals in Lucia's hair.
Lucia, a girl just told me she saw a piece of her younger self in you. No matter how difficult the journey, love always knows its way. Take her dream with you. Chase the future with no regrets. To you, and to Catania's future.
Yes, to the future.
To the future.
Yet to bathe in the morning light, the sea and the sky are still inseparably murky, alum flame. In the hazy darkness, everything in Catania appears peaceful and beautiful. Standing atop Heaven's Cape and gazing down at this island, you find it both familiar and strange. The past several days you've spent here are like the ocean foam down by the beach that comes and goes in the crisp, boundless twilight.
Commandant, does this angle look alright to you?
Perfect. Let's get the tape rolling.
You set the terminal camera straight and tap the record button. As you check the screen, you see Lucia quietly step out of view. And she walks up to you and takes your hand. Your fingers interlace, Lucia boldly pulls you into view. Between the embracing mountains, the coastline now dons a delicate vial of gold.
Catania is just beautiful no matter when you look at it, isn't it?
Maybe one day they're going to do a construct with genes of both human and constructs. I mean, that could be possible. That could be possible. Maybe one day. Lucia stretches out her hand and gazes at the boundless sky through the slender cracks between her fingers.
Commandant, I've been thinking, once all this is over, why don't we move here? Start a life on this island?
Sure.
We'll build a little house by the sea. Our house. A house that faces the waves, where mornings start with sunlight and nights end with music and dancing.
We'll plant tree saplings in front of our door.
Oh, and we'll get a dog too. I'm not great with names though, so I'll leave that part to you.
Sure.
Words shimmer across the picture square to see as the entire world seems to hold its breath, waiting quietly for dawn. Right then, you feel Lucia's fingertips press harder against your hand.
Commandant.
She turns to look at you and calls your name longingly and affectionately.
To others, maybe it was just another mission. But for me, these past few days were something else entirely.
Probably you're gonna like and see how are a little DMC. All right, goodbye, Ryushi. We will see you around. Thank you for staying. We'll catch you tomorrow. Till then, be safe out there and have a good morning, good evening, or good night. The sea breeze suddenly tousles Lucia's curly hair as the majestic golden sun rises from the east and pours down a brilliant radiance. Lucia slender encircle your neck as she slowly leans against your chest.
It was here that Lucia embraced the dawn and gave her blessing to the world she loved. Commandant, I want to give you my blessing too.
In the magnificent, brilliant glow of dawn, she leads in ever so gently. Seagulls and waves sing together like a choir offering their prayers. Camera quality and chronicles this epic story of love as it unfolds. Through the blue seas and skies, everything and everyone in Catania seems to shine brilliantly. No matter what sorrows tomorrow may bring, no matter what grief tomorrow may bring, I am certain that as long as we are together, that this long, endless night will eventually pass. Miracles will surely bloom with the dawn, because
I am Lucia, born because of you. As long as you remain by my side, whatever the future holds, I fear nothing.
Wow. Accompanied by the ocean's husband, hushed whispers, and how we loved each other. Ah, how I wished that the poems I cherished could be like the gentle ripples of the ocean in the vast darkness of night. Drifting gently to you. Don't cry, Proppin'. It's alright. It's okay. It's gonna take a lot for me to cry. Dude, the music is so fucking good.
I think I found that rainbow light. Commandant, let's go home.
Right. A love story across time. Here's to you. The end. Wow. Really, really good. I really enjoyed that. That was probably really good. Okay, well, now we go on to Lamento da Fantasma. So I'm assuming this is the main story for DMC, correct? Hit me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming that this is the episode for DMC. We're gonna go like that. We're gonna go for that. But okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for tonight's stream. We have made some pretty good headway. I'm gonna mute the game. Make sure they all can hear me. Oh, baby, here we go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that was A Love Story Across Time. 4 days left for the collab. Yeah, it's been crazy. I haven't even done it, and we're doing it now. We're gonna be doing it tomorrow, so it's come a long way. So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow, and then Tuesday we're gonna be ready to go for the main story, because Tuesday we go right off the main story, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the short film for the for Shapers Ripples. It's gonna be one to remember, and I've already got an idea of how I want to do it, and how I want things to play out with everything that happened from what we just saw from the wedding story to the main story. I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna get some head turnings on the decisions that end up happening in that video. So I cannot wait to get started on it. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get some rest. I gotta get up early in the morning before I go see the movies. So thank you all again for being here. I am super grateful that you all have decided to watch me and spend your time watching me. I do not take that for granted whatsoever, and I'm forever grateful for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon. You all be safe. And ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we do the DMC collab story. Until then, I'll see you around. I'm out. Peace.